I guess today we'll find out if there's anything. I mean, I'm just gonna mute timeouts again. Hold on. Let's set this up. Bear with me. Where's Meet Carlos? You want Meet Carlos on? Or do you want one of the other songs on? I mean, Meet Carlos is a banger, but I'm already here, so unlucky. No songs today. Just me. Get the pen up. I'm not fucking late. What do you mean late? Maybe I was a minute late. Oh, don't tell me this fucking... What's he streaming?
Manager and it says it's a 20. Like,
you get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
There is a very
Good morning, Mr. Mans Valorant and Chat and TMVS Evil Henchman, moderators.
Thank you for the 8 months, Cabin. Hello, everyone. We're back with the EMEA. Now, starting off, let's talk about today because I've decided that, you know, it's the sun is out, it's the summertime, so I've decided that I want a life. Divine, thanks for the 7 months.
I bought the gang shoes.
They have shoes? So, today I'm going to watch 3 maps. Now that could mean that we missed Team Heretics versus Navi altogether. It could mean that I watch 1 map of Team Heretics versus Navi, but I'm going to a pub quiz. So unlucky. That's just the way it is. So we're gonna watch 3 maps, and that's it. Can you watch by Germany Hungary? I'm going to have Germany Hungary on the TV over there. So if I'm ever looking over there, it's because I'm taking a brief look at what's going on Germany Hungary. I should also say that on Friday I'm going to a Killers concert. So for these games, so Friday, sorry Navi, but apparently we won't be watching much Navi. I mean, I'll still watch it, but you know, I won't be live. So yeah, Friday won't be watching any games, and then oh well, actually as well, tomorrow England play in the football, which I'm gonna watch as well, so I'll probably miss this game too. So we will be missing a lot of the EMEA, because then on Saturday I'll be missing Pacific as well, because I'll still be in Manchester, because it's kind of a birthday present for my girlfriend. Wait, they aren't playing Friday night, are they? What is this fucking? What's the Sen game? Let's see. Yeah, it's Saturday night. I should be back for Americas. So I'll be back for these games. We'll watch fucking Sen on NRG. Don't worry about that.
Okay, I'm gonna put you third, and I'm actually gonna tell you what headshot percentage he is, if this lets me.
Do I think the USA can beat the UK in the World Cup?
This is
Do you mean
Valorant.
Cricket World Cup?
Heritage.
Burgeron, thanks for the 13 months.
Do you think we will get Fracture back next map rotation?
Yes. Yes. I think likely what will happen sometime after champs, sometime during the off season, probably around like October, November time, I would guess. I reckon we'll get 2 map rotations. I think we'll get both Fracture and Pearl back in. And I think that they will get rid of Lotus and maybe Ascent. Or maybe Bind again if they just want to keep Ascent. One of those two. And Lotus out. Lotus will definitely go. Icebox? Maybe Icebox, but I think well, Abyss is in, and Abyss is kind of Icebox-esque, so maybe it would be Icebox with Abyss in the map pool. Definitely Lotus though. Lotus is its time has kind of come, I think, for Lotus now, especially with Haven coming back in, so we already have kind of a 3-site map, you know, in the pool, and I think that this would be a decent time for Lotus to go. Just because it's been out for long enough now to where, like, you know, the meta's kind of a bit stale on it.
You know what? I feel like looking at the 32% there for Scream. Let's put him at first.
So yeah.
Because when you're looking at Elite,
Fuck knows what they're doing here.
I expect consistency out of them.
Anyway, yeah, today we got BBL versus Fnatic. We'll see how that goes. Wait, Oh no, yeah. I was like, what's say Navi versus no, yeah. We got BBL versus Fnatic. Then we got Team Heretics versus Navi. So yeah, we will be missing some of the EMEA this week. Look, it's week 1, right? Like, it is what it is. You know, it's the summertime. I've got a life. Unlucky. You know, we're gonna be missing some of the stage games. It's gonna happen
This
from
is
time to time.
Valorant.
Lookman 23, thanks for 12 months.
Hadn't caught a stream in a while, let's go.
Oh, you didn't catch the Shanghai streams? Where are you?
You get shot. You lose the round. You lose
Also,
the
I fixed
game.
the
It's an
bits
FPS
alerts. I fixed the
game.
bits. XX
At
Senbai.
thinking
thanks for 6 months.
Valo, I have some bone marrow, what should I make out of it? Never cooked with it before.
I don't know. I'm not a... I have no fucking clue. Bergeron, thanks for the 13 months. I don't know. The bone marrow of what? I initially thought you meant your own bone marrow. I thought you were just making a joke at first. You fixed the bits, but it's way louder than you.
We don't have a choice.
You don't have a. Oh my goodness, you don't have a choice.
No one's given any bits yet. Have they?
I'm trying to wiggle.
No, we got no bits yet.
And yeah, he has to be fit, but actually he has a higher headshot percentage than Alpha, higher than CNED.
TMV Veto? We haven't they haven't done it yet? I thought they might have already done it. No, they haven't. Okay.
I mean, I have to say,
BBL.
I'm very happy with our top
FNC.
three, you know? 'Cause what do they
Sunset.
know?
What were BBL banning
We're
before?
talking about old-time EMEA,
We still got the old map pool
there's also players that are not playing
for this week, which I think is I still think it's a bit stupid. A part of me still thinks like they should just, you know, fucking do it anyway. But whatever. So BBL banned Lotus there. They banned Lotus. Let's just say they stick with the ban of Lotus. Might as well. And then BBL, let's just say they stick to old classic BBL. They pick a scent. Fnatic, they pick. What Fnatic pick? They just stick with Split. Kind of the one map that they're decent at. What do you think is the easiest role to play? What was Leo playing on Split? Playing Breach? I think that's not too hard. Let's stick with Split. BBL ban. What's left? No, Icebox, Breeze, and Bind. They will ban Breeze. You will ban Icebox, and we'll play Bind.
Shout out to Red Guy, I want to say, for making in there as well. I feel like he's not the player that we would have said to be in there, similarly to Angel as well, in the list that we made. But at least he was one map away from making playoffs, and you can't help but feel if
maybe
he did
Twiggy
end
has
up
a
making
life now.
playoffs, he could have done a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Who
so
would have thought
now
that could
we want to
happen?
see how that is going to translate into this second stage, because BBL
Fucking
the
Plat
position
chat
that
was a
they
mess
were
yesterday as
in,
well. It was
especially
funny,
during
but
the
it was a
first
mess.
split, is a position that
Like, obviously you guys don't see behind the scenes, but like for the 30 minutes that we were kind of delayed waiting for Mimi, you know, there was just like, it was really up in the air. We thought it was going to have to be a 3-person show for the most part. It's just a bit of a mess in general. Like, initially Sideshow didn't realize that it was this week and thought the show was next week instead. Then obviously was trying to fix his computer and couldn't fix his computer in time. Of course. And then he said that, oh, I'm just fixing my PC. Don't worry, I'll get it fixed in 20 minutes or whatever, like before the show. He's like, oh, I'll still make it. Obviously, he didn't make it at all. Then there was kind of like, okay, we've got 4 people here because Mimi's coming late because of a dentist appointment. I wasn't even meant to be on the Pacific part, but I ended up doing the whole show. We had to wait for Mimi to come back from the dentist appointment. Then there was kind of a debate of like, okay, we can do the Pacific part, but then what do we do? Do we hope that Sideshow is just done in an hour? Do we do a 3-person show? Do we get Kurt on as the 4th person? But then Kurt couldn't get his camera to properly work, I don't think, because he was in the Riot office and couldn't get that to properly function. So that was scrapped, and then it was kind of like last minute, like asking people to see if they could come on. Baby FPS, thanks for the sub.
What a whiff!
It was a bit of a mess overall. Thanks for the new Prime, Davey. It was just a bit of a
You
mess.
get shot. You lose the round.
Poutine
You
does
lose
well.
the
Thanks
game.
for
It's
the
an
5 months.
FPS game.
Sounds like you need to go on Plat chat.
Look, I don't organize who's on Plat Chat. I was just there. What? Is it fixed?
Hey, been a long time sub and enjoyed your streams. Unfortunately I can't keep it up and need gas money to drive my little bro to and from school, rent also kicking my ass these days. Truly unfortunate that I won't be able to sub anymore. If only there were a way around this.
Is that you groveling for someone to give? Does anyone have a gift sub for #1 Joshi after this full groveling? You need gas money to drive your little bro to and from school. But you're also paying rent. Is your brother living with you? I'm not begging. Sounded like a bit of a beg, Joshi. I mean, I'm not above it. But beg away. You know? Beg away. It's a hard life. Yeah.
Good player who's doing very well in the Turkish league. He's also quite flexible. We saw that he was playing Sentinel now for his team.
Yeah.
But last split he was playing like KO Sky, those like flash agents, bit of breach in there as well. So I think
I have no heartbreaking story. I'm just shamelessly gifting. Well, if we get to 1,000 before champs, I have to do a. What's the film? I always forget his name. Rango Watch Party.
We're gonna work out what we're doing there. So I want someone a bit flexible, someone who can show they can shoot. So it's a bit of a combination of that. So that's where we ended up in Hero.
Is that the plan to just do your
So we need 1,000 before
so
champs. I mean, there's still plenty of time, but
with role changes.
then I have to watch Rango with all the subs.
There is someone for
I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet because I can't stream Rango. Look who it is.
So if we need,
Who was it?
One direction. For a little bit of that, so yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to see it. And lastly, before I let you go, as you know, the changes are pretty.
Well, I mean, I think we're seeing the spitefulness of my chat. So here we go. We've got Melon gifted a sub to not Joshi. So Picklebog's then gifted a sub to #1 Joke.
I mean, they were.
So two of you literally had the same idea to spitefully not give a sub, to give a gift sub, but to spitefully not give it to them.
Upgrade. Patch changes the boys all hate.
And then an anonymous gifter, so the person who was kind gave a sub to #1 Joshi, but did so anonymously.
Pro play obviously ranks a little bit different, but yeah, it should be interesting. I think it's always fun to explore new options and have to work something out because stuff can get stale after a while.
Do you think that's a good thing for you guys, that you will have new things to come in to work with?
#1 Joke. I did
kind of wish with the state right now, with obviously the Leo thing, we won't have to work out too much, but I think it's fine. I think we've got smart people, we've got Bosto's very good at cooking stuff up. So I think we're more than capable to
Tropical GG.
Be coming forward.
How's Switzerland?
Anybody is going to be you guys. Thank you very much.
Who's Switzerland? Is it Austria? Are Austria your biggest rivals in Switzerland?
From Elmer Party, they are considering maybe more of a 1-for-1 with Leo and Hero. But Kukugo, how is it going to look
smaller
realistic?
German brothers?
Yeah, exactly. So if we take a look at what Hero has done in the past, by the way,
Liechtenstein?
we know everything in 2024 is about the youngsters. We see a lot of Sentinel, but this kid has played
No, this is
everything.
not on patch
Earlier in the
8.11.
year,
This is
he played a lot of
8.10
initiators,
for this
and
week.
he-
Next week
earlier
they're
on
on
in
the new patch.
2022, he was a
Probably
duelist,
Germany?
So he's another one
This
of the
is
Don't Germany just
Valorant.
kick your ass?
Well, it's not
Hey,
very
Peppa
complicated
Bakes,
to
thanks for the
welcome a new
18 months.
face
Newt
here,
Newt, finally.
at
Enjoy it.
VCT EMEA. So without further ado, it's time to bring out Fnatic and BBL to kick off day 2.
Here we go. I also don't know why they've started playing on Tuesdays. Also, I think there was a reason. Oh yeah, it's my girlfriend's birthday on. Oh, these are with copyright. I remember this. It's my girlfriend's birthday next Tuesday, so I won't be streaming. I think it's an awful game. It's like Koi Giants or something. So that's another EMEA game I'll miss, but it is what it is. Thingyman's ex-girlfriend.
Baby,
thank
I'm
you.
back.
Wait, it's girlfriend now. Wasn't it girlfriend before? Or was I just misreading it the whole time? Why is everything DMCA'd? I don't know. Portugal is bringing it home. Oh no, where's Carlos when you need him? Is that Carlos? No, your name is Diogo Ferraria. Cabin with the 50 bits.
Thank you TMV for the advice to Alpha for our tournament. We lost Breeze 13-4.
I didn't know you were playing as well. So new BBL coach. I actually don't know who this is. But they got a new coach. And Navi have hired the old BBL coach, not the one who recently left, but the one before that. Open up the sky with a new prime. That's a nice, good name, solid name, better than Thinking Man's ex-girlfriend for sure.
And just slot Hero riding where Leo.
Matt Veto.
I
Oh,
mean,
they
it's
had a different
difficult. I
ban.
don't think
Unlucky.
that should be the goal.
They picked
I
the
don't think
Sentinel.
that Leo is a very easy to
Oh, they picked Blind.
replace a player. I think it's funny. Apparently, we're going back to the meta where BBL is just
unlucky.
Even though I don't think they have won a single one this year, but definitely
So
is a map
Ascent Bind Lotus.
What I will say is, actually, in the past we've heard
Prediction?
it from Fnatic. They parked BBL a lot.
I picked BBL to win this game, so BBL 2-1. Again, we're only watching 3 maps. 3 maps only today, and I'm going to a pub quiz. So whether that's... We won't see map 2 of Team Heretics now be, if this is a 2-0, or we won't, or we'll just watch this game. I don't know. Don't fucking boo me. You gotta have a life, you know? Did they change chairs? Do they always have these chairs? Don't boo me.
As opposed to more so consistent play that we normally expect from them.
Yeah, exactly. We also saw the bind. It looks like we're back in 2022. BBL picking a set and Fnatic picking bind. But now, seriously,
no Haven this week. No, this is we just gotta survive this week. Although Americas does have it, so as soon as we get to Americas and Pacific next week as well. So the last games of the EMEA this Friday, I think. That should be the last one. Where we have to or do they not play on Friday? Oh no, they do. There's a lot of games on Friday. Yeah, these are the last games. This BBL Chronicle game, that's the last game of that. And I think even, I guess China too will have. I'm not actually sure about China. That's a good point. China play on Fridays, don't they? I'm going to assume that China will be on the new patch.
No. What is happening?
We're playing Deadlock.
I do not think that there is a way.
Shit.
Also, remember,
Okay, so this is a comp that has seen, I think, some play in America's Tier 2. Turtle Troop that play this comp, I think. Because I thought about making a video on it. Where's their Ascent?
You expect the 12-0 to start there?
Yeah, here it is.
I want an explanation to this.
Because I remember seeing this a while ago and thought maybe I'll do a video on it.
A lot more feasible, but I am also worried about that other half where they're not going to have those flashes.
Well, I can't wait to see this. We've got new players, new coaches, new ages, new everything. But the same old casters. Here's Mitchman and Tombiz. Hey, guys.
Turtle Troop, I think, has done pretty well with that comp. So you play the Cypher because you need kind of the extra initiation. The point is that obviously your post plant is kind of insane with the deadlock. Obviously your defense side is very strong. Right, like,
it's always nice when one of
and what we see, like, once you get an op up, it becomes very difficult for your opponents on the defense side because you can just put an op in mid and that becomes a massive problem for them. But on the sides, you're either running into a Cypher setup or a deadlock who's going to stop you. Right, so it's like, either way, you're kind of fucked. Like on defense side, if once they get an op up, you're kind of just fucked, basically. Obviously, the attack side is where you kind of have to really, like, Durka's gonna need to go fucking crazy on this attack side because you don't. When you're playing a jet still, you don't even have the.
Hey chat, I just woke up from a coma. Can't wait to see my goat Leo play for the best team in the world today.
Thanks, Skyler Panda. 7 months.
We'll wait and see if they work, because that's always.
So yeah, obviously Durka's gonna need to go big on attack side, but I'm guessing they pick defense side, obviously.
And also they're up against BBL. Even if this map is 0-3 for this year, it's BBL on a set.
I guess this could be my video though.
You know, I'm excited to see for a number of reasons, but mostly, I wonder if BBL have ever played up against a deadlock. Well, they're gonna get an opportunity to fight.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
A lot of skies today.
Imagine Hero coming in and moving.
Sky, what was that name? Sky Ixarith. Thanks for the 2 months. I mean, he could MVP. You know, the reports are he's pretty good.
Defense from Fnatic, only looking for the information for now.
Sensors already gone. Durka under pressure and already eliminated. Elite, the highlight of Split 1. He was fantastic in all of BBL's games. And he's definitely somebody to
obviously,
watch.
again, though, this is where you don't want to play retake on this comp.
Well, I was gonna say
you get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Billy!
Bleed clear this.
Thanks for the 6 months.
Kills and leaving Chronicle alone. Let's see what that deadlock can do. This pistol might not be where the utility gets its best run at it. Already out of util down to the pistol, taking really easy.
Oh my god!
Chronicle off to a flyer of a start.
Okay, Chronicle, little hero play. They've seen this before.
says it every time.
It's the deadlock. It's the deadlock.
You know it's going to be good when you get a Red Bull clutch from Chronicle in round 1. That's already a great sign. This is a man who has done this so many times throughout the years of the VCT.
BBL kind of did the one thing that like the setup wasn't really designed for, which was to just slowly contact him through short.
Because realistically, this is a round they probably shouldn't have lost, especially
they had
with
that wall on B.
I thought he was dead to rights.
If it was anyone else, you
And
might
then
have
Deco was kind of trapped here.
Chronicle able to make it work.
Maybe he could dash
3
out,
kills on the board. Flyer of a start for the deadlock.
So that's a big win. That's an epic. And this is going to be a tough attack side for BBL from now on. Because again, you win pistol, that probably means you can get an up online fairly
They don't
quickly.
immediately burst through. Again, aware of that utility potentially lurking. Destroyed the sound sensor, the sonic sensor. And from that point, they had the sight and only lose off individual duels. Not a bad start to this attacking side realistically.
This is
now they're left down to
Valorant.
pistols.
Look who it is.
Heritage.
Should be a pretty dominant one for Fnatic.
2 little ducks. Duck,
You'd
duck.
expect it to be. Couple of sheriffs
Rick
to play
Hopper with
and
22
I think
months.
when you've got Kushner and Elite, there's always going to be a little bit of danger.
22 months. That's a long time.
Find too much with his initial peak, other than
Maybe that's what people should do.
damage.
What
I
are,
do
does
wonder
everyone
if maybe that rifle
do?
will
All
be
the bingo
switched
numbers
into
have their
another
own
player.
little
Of course,
thing.
you do want to farm up any ultimate orbs. Although saying that, the closest is Chronicle for the Annihilation. Getting him closer.
Just get bored, don't even destroy it.
Well, a round 3 annihilation would be something. Doesn't look like the
Hello,
opportunities are
Carlos.
coming his way, though.
Did you enjoy your
Perhaps a
Portugal
retake
win yesterday?
for Chronicle if
30
they do
seconds
lose
left.
players. BBL
Wasn't convincing.
angling towards B. Yeah, we've seen the slow shift as well from Elite as the trap is broken. Markets the new
Does Fnatic have an easy
straight
group?
into
Everyone
Hero
was
they go.
3 and 3 in
Hero's
their
got a
group. I would
Guardian.
not call
The
it
first
easy.
shot
It's not like a
lands
murderer's
perfectly.
row,
Cage
but
up
it's
for
not.
Alpha. Only with a pistol. He's the
Like you
player
could
that can
argue
take a
that the
few
other
more
best
risks.
teams are
That's
in the
exactly
other
what he
group,
does,
right?
finding the
Foot,
value off the
Heretics,
trap.
Navi are all in the other
Inside
group,
the
so
smoke, waiting to emerge, and
it's
he's
kind of like the
watched.
group of
Brave, at least
everyone
making it
decent,
costly
but
with
not
one player
amazing.
down. And any damage from this point could be spectacular, but
Okay, only
and
one
his
dead.
point to that, and the
Keep
player
the
with the
gun.
pistol able to recover a Bulldog. That is a perfect second round for Fnatic.
Yeah, nothing lost other than shields.
Mike, wait, are you a Spain or Germany fan,
Guns
Mike?
can be joggled around
Germany
as
are
well, so
playing.
this
Oh,
bonus
Germany
is
are playing
gonna
fucking now. I
definitely
need
have
to
some
fucking
legs
get it
to
on.
it.
10 seconds left.
Where's the fucking remote?
So far, so good. Hero at the top of the board. And that's the thing. It's going to be all eyes on him. Maybe that's why they picked the deadlock. You have the distraction. You're going to be watching the deadlock rather than seeing what
Oh,
Hero's
fucking
doing.
great. Tech pause
Seems like
already.
maybe a little bit of a tech issue. First time on stage, you know. We can
First
give it-
tech issue for Hero.
Good.
Take a picture. Catalog it.
Fuck
It's interesting,
Germany.
though, because
you're a
I don't
Spain
remember
fan, I
having
guess.
any tech issues yesterday when Pansy wasn't here.
Right? And she
is here now.
But
I'm not saying,
Mute?
like, obviously you don't want to talk
do
about
they have music on?
correlation, causation, and effect. Like, there could be so many reasons that could happen. Just
Ah,
putting
that
that
music's
information
shit
out into
enough
the
to
world,
not be
and people can do
copyright,
with
I
it what they
think.
like.
you just gotta believe.
It does just kind of seem like those stars align every time. A little bit suspicious. Just keep her away from the cables. But a 2-0 start. I'm excited when we get back in. We get BBL, rifles
can't
in
see it,
hand.
can you?
Ult's not really close for either team. This should be a more conventional third round. But Fnatic have already done quite a bit. We've seen, I think it was a recon from Hero just as they made it out of B. Catches all that information. Alpha follows up on it. He had his trap set up as well. They've been changing them around.
Oh,
And the
good
Sonic
old
Sensor's
EMEA,
in the same
eh?
position,
I
but
mean, we might
think,
watch 2
over
fucking
what's short
maps if
in these rounds,
we get the
but that's
classic
going to be a
EMEA
big problem
tech
for
pauses.
BBL because their mid control it's been something they're looking for. It's something they look for in a lot of their games. Fnatic are conceding that space and instead looking to just pounce on them once they make it through the choke point, which is usually where they want to amp up the pace.
Mika, because the
Not a
Euros are
huge
the
believer
best. It's the
in Deadlock
literal
or in
best
Deadlock's
tournament
kit,
in the
but
world.
Hey, if anyone's going to convince me of it,
Okay,
I
we're
think
back.
it will be Fnatic.
Yeah, I think in Chronicle as
live,
well. I
Germany
think this
hungry.
is someone who can play basically any agent in the entirety of the game. And any that he hasn't tried, there's probably a pretty good reason. Kushner, though, he's looking for that initial fight and see you later. It doesn't matter what utility Chronicle has
Obviously,
online. If he's met with a
It's
headshot,
just a
if he's
bonus,
shot in
but
the
those are
face,
kind of deaths that
there's
you
nothing you can
definitely
do with it.
don't want.
Yeah, those sound sensors
It's
won't be doing
0-0.
anything from this point forward. BBL, side
Turn up
control,
the stream.
rifles in hand, post plant to play with.
Planted.
Back completely
that?
covered by Elite
That
as well.
better?
Not worried about a flank. All they have to do is fight forward, and Braves doing a damn good job of it. They're still going. A
Good stuff for
confident
BBL.
face
And
to
this
this
again, it's
attacking
kind of
side, and they get the reward. A 4
this is the
versus 1
sort
that
of thing
Durka does
that
not
really
want to get
Fnatic will
involved
want
in.
to stop.
That's the
Obviously, again,
round
it
for
wasn't like a
BBL.
fast
And the
exit,
question
just
is
kind of a walk
whether he
up
can
and
save
kill.
this rifle, and as always, make this a costly
save.
round if any exits come through, but it doesn't look like he's keen to look for those exit frags.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit bad for Hero going up against BBL as the first team of the split, because they are a team that I think over the last year or so, where obviously we saw changes in personnel, but also in the style of which they played, but they still have that edge. Every once in a while, we are just going to see a heads-up direct play. There's not many better aimers than Kushner on the planet. No, definitely not many better than Elite. We've seen that from our headshot percentage stats that we had earlier on.
Hi, old man Chris.
Likes to shoot people in the face. For now, though, a relatively easy cleanup, but for Fnatic it's not too much of a problem.
Round
they
for
still
BBL,
have the
and again, this is the kind of thing that,
one away, couple off.
That's a bonus, so it
Hunter's
doesn't matter
Fury
that
as
much,
well.
but Chronicle can't be dying in positions like this.
But to be honest,
You
no
know,
one's
he needs to
online
be
just
playing
yet.
for these sensors, he needs to be playing for his wall.
Yeah,
When you're playing an engine like Deadlock, you just,
aspect,
you know,
but
you need
this
to
is the
make
round where they definitely could come online, especially
Up
looking
my
at
volume.
Chronicle. The death last round gives him just one away.
So you mean turn
the
it down.
annihilation. Cam dealt with
And you can
immediately.
just turn me up.
As we've seen in a few of these rounds, BBL go out for their mid control. Kushner, the only one sent for this, and it makes sense that there's been no challenge
The
from
bits
Fnatic
hasn't been
around this
fixed. Yeah,
area.
I thought I
BBL
did
are
it.
sensing
I'm
that
a bit quiet.
that
What
is
the
their
fuck do you mean?
space from the very start.
I need to
Once
change
those
my
barriers go up,
microphone.
knife clears back. They know there's no aggression on A, that they have mid control.
I mean,
at this point, if you're
can
Elite,
add a
you
bit of
probably are
game.
expecting someone to come peeking around those corners anytime at B, but
Decrease Tom and mid.
it's a very passive hold from Fnatic.
The thing is, it's a very different look with this comp, because you're running a double sentinel instead of the double initiator. So you
My
don't
mic is not
actually have the
working
flashes
properly.
to play with. You have one paranoia, which you're going to want to try and keep for a retake or to slow a push. So you're not looking to pop flash in or use the knife to get info. You're
Am I
just
better?
literally going to try and sit back.
I can
In
turn
this
the gain
case,
up on the mic.
Durka does go hunting, and well, as said, there wasn't really anything to go alongside it.
well, actually,
A
no,
dry
it's not
peek,
going
which
up that
makes
much.
things very easy for the side of BBL.
Yeah, just hearing the steps
And I
on
can just
short.
add in
As we said, they
gain
hadn't
on my
been playing
mic.
aggressive on mid. Perhaps the element of surprise could have given Fnatic the upper hand, but it hasn't.
I should be coming
BBL
through a
punished them
bit
immediately,
louder.
find themselves, as we said, a ton of map control. They already had mid, now they've gone all the way to bottom mid. Hero has a challenge and only escapes with 26 HP, but BBL are looking the other direction. It's the
20
B side
seconds.
that becomes
Alpha.
the new target. Alpha still has
On
his
his
traps
Cypher.
online.
Doesn't have
looking for
great
some
trips
wall
for
bangs,
this,
but they're
though.
stepping right over them. 12 seconds. Have to move to the side to get this plant. Hero dealt with. That's a sliver of health removed. They know Alpha should be around this position. Plant coming through. If he could deny it, it would be huge. But no chance. Doesn't want to give up his position and his life.
on his
But
own.
now,
They
as
probably
the
know
last
he's
man
here.
standing, trapped in Boathouse, with the entire enemy team right in front of him, his chances are
Flawless for
slim.
BBL. Nice for them.
BBL, with an Andalucia flawless, managed to equalize the scoreline.
Yeah, I think we're already seeing the slight gaps in what the composition of Fnatic allows. Like, if you don't have those flashes to go for those aggressive plays, it's going to be very, very difficult.
What the fuck was that? I missed that. What the fuck's he doing?
Is waiting for you. That's definitely a little bit of a mistake. We didn't need to
And yeah, this is not a retake comp. You can't afford to fucking just send it and die in this comp.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this works for Fnatic, because on a passive front, you're able to delay, you're able to deny control. On a proactive
You
front,
fucking
it's a
can
lot
never do
more
this.
risky.
When you're playing
And
this
that's
comp,
where I
like, you
wanna see,
have
'cause
to
especially on the
fucking
defensive
chill.
side
And
of
now,
this
again,
map,
you should have
there
been
is
building for
normally
an
a
up
lot of
this whole
battles for
time, really.
A, battles for
Like,
B.
this should be a round 4 up comp.
It's an uncomfortable fight.
Okay, Durka's got
It was an
one, but
interesting fight. I don't think I've seen many people dash into that angle before.
Yeah, but it's the confidence that Kushner's playing with, especially up against a weaker buy.
Yeah.
It is a roll of the dice. There's the aggression finally
That was
for
nice.
Elite, but he got a little uneasy. He's looking for a cam for any players trying to grab the information, but instead it was the aggression catching him. Advantage now sits with the team that really doesn't have a lot to play with, just the pistols. Barrier mesh already thrown through. That's actually going to cut up this attacking side. It slows their push. It isolates Kushner. Now the ult's online, and the shot from Chronicle is perfect.
And they get a KO
Pora's the
out.
last man standing. This
I mean,
round
Pora was
looked like a
really slow to
guarantee
react.
for
I mean, he didn't
BBL.
stop the deadlock
And
at all, did he?
instead, a 1 versus 3 with a flank coming through from Alpha, a player in front, soon to be blocked out by the door, but all of that could serve as a distraction. 35 seconds. And still no real comfort ground to plant that spike, and it looks like he definitely suspects the flank. And he will
Why
land
the
first
fuck have
few
you done
shots.
that?
Alpha down, then another Pora going blow for
that
blow,
is-
and now it's only Hero with 70 HP and a Sheriff.
That's so bad.
You could see Pora going hunting. 15 seconds left. He's eventually going to have to get this spike down. He's trying to bait in his opponent again. And Hero almost takes it, but that plant hasn't happened. He's going to know that there's a peek coming through. Even getting tagged up, the shock dart will make him incredibly low. There's the peek out, but he doesn't connect the shot. It's Pora to pull off the Red Bull clutch and throw away what could have been a huge thrifty round for Fnatic.
That's a devastating way to lose it.
What the fuck is this Germany away kit?
Even taking him down, making it doable within the one shot for the Sheriff, but the rate of fire was the real problem this time. Chronicle had him annihilated either way.
Holy shit, what a throw. What a big throw.
Side into 1v1 duels, catching the flank as well. What a read, realizing that those other players
what the hell's going on with the sound?
And why wouldn't they be? Well,
yeah, just a big throw from Alpha there. And, well, I mean, kind of and also Chronicle, but more so Alpha.
But that was a low buy round for Fnatic.
Like, Alpha's just playing to his lose condition.
Made that round close.
Yeah, it's still one, though. You lose a 1v3, you're not going to be feeling
like,
good
all you have to
it.
do is wait for him to tap the first time.
And
we just keep dying to these little walk-ups.
Caught a few times.
TMV, why aren't they just running Chronicle on KO? What's with the weird comp?
Well, as I said, like in NA challenges, this comp has been doing pretty well. But I'm not sure that Fnatic are really the team to make this comp work. Fnatic, again, Fnatic's main problem for me, at least when they had Leo in, I don't know this hero guy, how he plays, what he's gonna do. But the old problem, and this comp I think kind of, yeah, isn't very Fnatic, because you've got two players in Alpha and Durka who just, you know, do basically whatever the fuck they want.
There's the swing, but Reezy still able to land one in return. Doesn't look like it's that close with the Blade Storm online, though. This is where Durka can do serious damage and might not need it. Only one man left. A lead in a 1v3 that this
so yeah, they got the op out. But yeah, that to me, Fnatic's big problem is they got two players who kind of just, and we've already seen it in this game, really. We saw it in that 3v1, we saw it in the round before where Dirk just pieced out on his own. Like, you've got two very aggressive players and three, I don't know about Hero, we'll see, but when Leo's playing, at least they got three maybe not as aggressive players.
Tunnel visioned in and where the IGL was going,
and that to me creates a big disconnect in the team in terms of how they should be, in terms of how you want to play. I think they're better off leaning into the proactive style and just having the other three catch up with Durka and Alpha. Which again, this is not really the comp to do that. Now BBL, look, if they can get to 5, I mean they should be feeling very good about 5 on attack against this comp.
I guess he basically has an op to work with.
Again, Durka on attack side is going to have to go crazy here, really.
Up in these close angles, trying to take the picks. Now there's a reposition from Chronicle. It's been caught out a couple of times.
Attacking
that first
tail
pick on
up.
Really not what you
Both
want.
Silver ults online.
Opens the floodgates for BBL to dive straight into
and again,
the
like he needs to not die before these
much
things.
More passive phase, just spotting the pixels. Drone used on mid. Oh, Hunter's Fury, it's caught its first. Just about missing on the next, and not quite on target for third. Still, damage done.
Tesla, poor alone. I guess him having the operator now makes even more sense. Allows him to still have that one-shot capability. Again, you can see that.
Yeah, we've just been walking it with our jet a lot.
The only aggressor,
which I mean, to me, like when you've got this wall in here,
other than that, there's nobody with a game.
You should be like,
you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
John Stero, thanks for the 2 months.
The mesh holding them at least for a little longer.
I mean, bro, you put your wall up here, like.
Instead, they're gonna look to try and move into the den of Hero and Alpha. With 20 seconds left, this backside hold might be difficult.
Oh, the op picks off someone in
down, but his util wasn't here.
Time.
Still need to watch out for Alpha's traps as they make their way through. There's one. 10 seconds left. The timer ticking away as Hero steps
down
up
on lane,
first. The Odin on backside.
The BBL just took a bit too long to get here, I guess. And then the Silver util, the Cypher util was pretty good. And again, you want to hold the sites.
Also TP'd his way back into the site, so it was a 3-man stack by the time the push actually went in. And I do think that BBL are in a bit of a weird spot on the attack side because they know that they're waiting to see if their opponents go aggressive, as you normally do on this map. They're waiting patiently. The problem is with how passive Fnatic are being, with how dense their defensive utility is, you can't be going in with 20 seconds left. It worked the first time out with a little bit of luck, but I don't think that's going to work consistently.
Timeout.
BBL have called the timeout. 40
Okay,
seconds.
so BBL timeout. I mean, what's been working for them really has been the little jet walk-ups. Find a first kill of someone taking a bad fight. I mean, again, that like it has a chance. Obviously, maybe they were a little bit slow and they didn't really clear out. You know, I mean, if they are gonna play deep Cypher trips, you know, we do need to speed up a little bit, and I think that's what Alpha changed really from the round prior when they did that, is that his trips were kind of for like a normal site hold back on stairs, whereas I think he probably is better off going for a site hold from kind of back site. I think that makes sense.
If they can keep that just a little bit of proactive control around the bottom of middle, I think this game gets a lot easier for Fnatic to have numbers ahead of those pushes whenever BBL are going for it.
Well, in this round, I do think we might be seeing a bit of a pace change from both sides. Immediately, space taken. Flash already giving them that control. Durka, there isn't really a way out. It doesn't look like they're looking to try and leave. Nice shot from Reezy, though. It is going to be the 1-for-1 trade. Durka might want to try and guard that gun, just because, if anything, that trade
without getting much value from this, really.
Oh, absolutely. When you've got players on weaker weapons, this is absolutely perfect. And the shot through the smoke, not going to land. Rifle is retrieved. Now BBL thinned out the defense and have better armed themselves for the late stage battles that are soon to come. Even picking up an orb on Pora, now just one away from grabbing his ultimate. But it doesn't look like they're shifting back to B to grab it.
Okay, we've got no smokes against an op. Generally, tough.
Exactly up close, has the support of Durka. That's helped him out in the past, and he will back off. Durka's abilities cancelled. It's when they decide to break through this cage, or break through whatever's there. It should be off the back of a smoke, but instead it's Kushner walking through short to grab the double. The rifle in his hands is deadly. And now he's even got the operator upgraded too. Alfier's 1 versus 3. Well, he does seem to be going for it. They've got the credits to risk it.
Went aggro here, like, to me, when we're playing a deadlock, if we want to go aggro, like, wall something off first and then find the time to go aggro. But again, you don't have the flashes for it, so I don't know.
The initial pick that actually went through
gold
for Fnatic
check.
Was brave.
I'm guessing they gave
no
it.
smokes to enter into the
I'm a bit
side,
behind. No spoilers in chat.
Impossible. So I believe what they did instead was they used the Hunter's Fury to push players out of position and then had Kushner run in on the entry. And when you got this guy on the entry, sometimes that's going to work out anyway.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous round. I was expecting to see the first point of contact being a flash from Pora and then Kushner swinging in, but
so again, they just lost the jet. I mean, so much action happened here, they just lost it.
Duels again and again, putting it to 4-4.
I'm like a minute behind. Yeah, because I'm watching a BBCI live
both
stream.
Squads. Ultis for Fnatic, not great.
BBCA, just can't get the funding.
Squads, but it's Pora.
Okay, so we're playing.
Finding that last ult orb. That puts the
Durka with full
you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an
Sentinel
SBS
cell
game.
B. This is quite interesting.
What's scarier than one Turkish player in Europe team? It's 2 Turkish player FNC win in stage 2.
It's like he's just surrounded by a million different traps.
They're not Turkish actually. Heroes
players
Dutch.
on the other side of the map, so almost just
Who's
going
playing
for
a Turkish team.
gamble that he can then fall back.
But thank you, Felity, for the 11 months.
The problem is that mid control though. They don't have a lot in this direction. A couple of players looking to try and face in that
He's
direction
half
instead.
Turkish. Look, his fucking
seen
VLR little
so
symbol is Dutch. So
these faster pace rounds and
to
then slow
me,
back down and just play off the information they have.
I like that knife.
VLR is where that's the only place I get my facts from.
So that's a lot of information, and then the ult used.
So anti-KO cell with deadlock and Cypher stuff. Oh, they're cooked.
But neither are caught by it. This setup is perfect from Fnatic. It's whether BBL will fall for the trap, will step into these danger zones, and they've already removed one of the players who could do any damage to them. Durka's left blinded, and even as the trap catches,
the stun though, man.
The blind fades, and just like that, the round is there.
Holy, that's a good setup though.
Unbelievable from Durka.
The stun.
It was too late to capitalize on the trap, but well, I was incorrect.
Yeah, I think they had 2 lots of traps down that corner. So it not only had the reveal,
oh, here we go.
There's somebody there.
Can that be copyright so I can mute that too?
So they can't move. So they're all just stuck in the mud as they go to swing. It's disgusting.
Oh, really Hungary, bro! What are you doing?
That's always the thing when running up against a composition like this. A team like Fnatic is always going to have ideas that you're not quite ready for, and I think that was definitely one of them.
That was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh no.
Play last round.
Oh no.
Getting aggressive with Chronicle. They find their pick, they get out of there. Maybe not Brave.
This guy's got a fucking classic though.
The teleport. Even with a classic, he's the only player without a rifle. He's gone in.
What a raid. Thanks for the 3 months.
Nearly under armed. I mean, what's the position?
They
here?
know that 2 were here though, right? No?
They know that that's a gap in their information. The Cloudburst goes down so they can isolate the fight. Well handled. Still need to link up with Brave and Boasters between them.
It's got to be such a confusing way to play. They managed to clear him out. Almost full rotation, but leaving Alpha behind.
I mean, he did only have a classic, so but it is smokes.
There is still time for BBL to
What a bizarre round.
Down. And weaponry still in hand. The thing is, this is almost being played as a bit of a bonus. Like they have themselves a bit of extra cash to play with for the next. So although damage probably wouldn't be what they're hoping for, if they lose this round, they should still be able to buy.
Taking it right towards that Cypher setup.
Well, they're in trouble.
Traps further back though. They go down lane. It's only going to be Alpha that can stop them. Reveal up top. The smoke is perfectly timed to counter that out. 12 seconds though. That spike needs to make its way to sight, and as they try, Hero picks them apart. 8
Now again, if
seconds.
BBL can get
They
one
win this
more,
just with
obviously
the
this
bodies
one's
they've
over.
got left on the field.
Then they'll be good.
And
But
Kushner can't get near that spike. There's no way for BBL to recover. The question is
this
if he
was
can
just a
save
bizarre
this
round,
weapon.
really,
They're
wasn't it?
hunting him down, and Durka will be the one to find the kill. 6-4, a 2-round lead now.
TP
into
A just made it very strange.
But like you say, Tom, it's not the end for BBL.
And like
They're
if
right
he
back
had a
in their
gun, then
ways.
it was probably around the BBL could have won.
They
But
definitely had their struggles
just a classic.
on this map this year. 2 losses to Na'Vi, I'll say are forgivable.
That's ridiculous.
A loss to Gentlemates as well. And yet to get a win on the board. This pick may have even just been based off the fact that Fnatic really struggled against their Turkish brothers afoot, but they may have had a game plan for what was on the table before. Unfortunately, Fnatic changed that quite drastically.
I mean, I quite like. I mean, to be if I'm thinking about this comp, like I quite like the just have double trips for like someone else. I'd have like, you know, just like full deadlock Cypher setup on one side and stack the other, and like just have Durka or Hero like just play off. Like imagine a Sova Odin playing off trips and deadlock stuff. Like you can just leave them alone and like stack A.
Even if they were left entirely alone.
You know, they can't get
1 minute on the
suppressed.
clock. BBL a little slower, working that mid control. As I said, they've sensed that this space is being left mostly open for them. If Hero spots them, there could be some dangerous wall bangs coming in, but for now, they're just about avoiding giving that info away. There it is, though.
And they've got to be careful. Again, a bit quicker this time. That's been the major problem with going into this site, is they have been running out of time on that clock. Alpha is going to be under a bit more pressure, but already seeing... It seemed like Boaster was going to try and rotate, but he got denied. Had to fall back. And now Hero needs to try and get something through this smoke.
And again, this is where like the round is kind of over. You're retaking with no flash here.
Finally, we're going to see an afterplant on B.
Over there.
At long last. Annihilation
You just
online on the
don't
way
really
back
have
through.
the-
Fnatic and
Okay.
Boaster making his way in mid, and he's being caught, checking the wrong way. Chronicle only good for 1, the number's thinning.
Yeah, you
Fnatic
just don't
locked
have
out
the
by a
retake
smoke,
capabilities. Like he
an
has to.
operator and an Odin to work with.
It's just
Credits.
tough, isn't it? Really.
Pretty healthy for the next round.
Yeah.
They don't need to go saving. It's a very strange look. To see
Rosa,
them
we're
back
doing
off
roses
like that,
for
but
the deadlock
found
ult.
another pick for their trouble. Time now, though, a huge issue. The spike's already ticking far too fast for them to root out these final players. So it's
Why
gonna
did
be
you just
Hero
say
sent to
hello,
try to
hey
make it
chat,
costly, drop some
as if you were
weapons,
responding
while
to
Durka's
yourself?
saving that off for the next.
I think we finally saw the adaptation.
Final moment, ult.
BBL. I think this composition is so difficult to play against because normally you're expecting aggression. The way you play Ascent is you're ready for people to try and take A main, take B
Why
main.
save?
Although that's been here and there for Fnatic, the
I
majority
don't know,
have
ults
been
maybe?
anchoring themselves right at the back of the site with a few set plays. And this round definitely seemed like more of an adaptation to that. Like, okay,
But yeah, any
we know
retake
they're gonna be
Fnatic are
more
basically
passive, so let's wait
cooked.
initially,
Game
move
score,
a little
Pred?
bit quicker into these
I picked
rounds.
BBL, so I'm gonna go 2-1
Well,
BBL.
Not allow Alpha to sit at the back of site with 15 seconds left. That was the main thing.
I mean, I think BBL, like 5 on attack
gonna be an
against
issue.
this comp, I think you're already feeling pretty good,
Annihilation
especially
was
considering you
used
lost
last
pistol.
round, not too much success.
A pistol that they should have won if it wasn't for a Chronicle hero play. Max SSBM, thanks for the 10 months.
Hi.
Hello.
Control the kill out of it. Durka, Bladestorm active. Last resort.
Oh, the dog got him.
Kushner clean on the follow through.
Oh, got him back though.
On the dodging, couldn't get out of Hero's ultimate.
And now with no jet, we haven't really seen this prior.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good trade. Kushner has been one of the most important factors. Chronicle's position as well. This crossfire has been created in a bit of a peculiar way. Timing though might not be with him. He's going to go swinging.
Am I crazy, or is that just like the biggest throw I've ever seen? Why the fuck would you ever swing that?
Life Boaster as well. This is a risky position to be in. They've seen him. They know he's there. All these aggressive spots for Fnatic have failed miserably. And now
what
Hero,
the fuck is
that's
that?
what they need. First goes his way. Needs a
what are you doing? What am I watching?
An ace on the cards. A player or two have done that in their debut, but this might be the best of them.
Spike planted.
Ult?
We'll give him the
Bro,
information.
you have ult to stop that.
A little bit further away for Elite, who sat back. Winning this should be nigh on impossible with how far back his opponent is sitting. Pora up close, and he's not going to be able to. A nice attempt from the newbie.
Holy shit.
But it's going to end 6-6.
What a muddy round.
Not about half for him on a debut.
Yeah.
Certainly winning my heart with
Patch
those.
this 8.10.
That's anyone does that and you're impressed.
Is that it? Someone explain that Chronicle swing to me. This is a giga throw. Why the fuck would you ever do that? Why would you not let them pass? Like, you're giving your team perfect info. Why would you ever swing that?
Making their way to mid. There's nowhere else he could have went. Good comms from BBL, 6-6 at the half, moving on to their defense. And I guess the real concern, Tom, is comm from Fnatic. You are losing.
You thought they will be without gun
to make your way into a side as well.
Yeah, but if that, but what you're gonna get one then? What, you're gonna aim to try and get one in that scenario? Why would you want one? Like, if they come to B, which again, you've got the camera here in B main as well, so you can tell the rest of your team, hey, there's at least like, you know, 3 guys coming this way. You know, I'm sitting here, I've got a great angle on mid. The camera will tell you when they come to B main, so you know when your flank timing needs to be as well. Like, you have, like, everything is set up for you. No halftime pause, no, an EMEA, we're fucking done with that shit. Isn't it great? This is the best thing about EMEA.
Not only that, but sonic sensors on a
no halftime pause.
So dangerous.
Okay, so now we got to see Fnatic's attack side, which is gonna be rough.
That will set them off. There's some positions you can put them in where it's a
what
little
is
bit
that?
more difficult to destroy
you
them.
can't
You'll have to expose
rotate.
yourself to wider angles. Kushner is in a bit of trouble. That rotation is going to take a while to make its way all the way through, and while they break it, Alpha steps up.
What a fucking cool play.
Kushner back turned, gun put away. The BBL, oh, not quite being put away.
Holy shit, that what a cool idea.
4 versus 2. Hero and Boaster, 20 HP, holding on by a thread.
Jump.
You have to rely on those other players to land.
I think the point is you can't jump over that.
Choke point. Once Chronicle gets contact, Durka swings, and that will
okay, well, Fnatic both pistols. I mean, that was pretty sick.
Important pistol, I think, for Fnatic.
Again, once the rifles come out, that's probably when they'll struggle a bit more.
But I like the ideas
that was cool.
Just shutting off the rotation like that. Wall, you kind of forget because the initial wall definitely wasn't that ridiculous in its size, but with people using it more and more, it's like you can just lock people out completely. And I'm sure of all the deaths Kushner has had in VCT, that's got to be top 5.
Good job.
Like just crouched, knifing a wall, getting shot in the back. Nonetheless, the 3 rifle, 2
go for that buy.
Fnatic. Just hoping that only a couple of them are dropped, if anything. And for the other side of things, BBL have invested next to nothing. Only the utility, which of course then carry through to the next round.
And look, just that drone in the smoke already starting to get players moving off the B site. The orb being taken. The control on the back of it that in BBL's head is now being given over to their opponents.
Does Fnatic win this map or no? Again, I'd still be worried for them. I think 6 is very good for BBL. Even without the pistol, because when the guns come out, that's where it'll get much tougher, I think, for Fnatic, just in general.
But these are the rounds where you take the gambles. Usually those gambles are teams stacking up together, looking to make these weaker weapons work for them by adding up the numbers. Pora was trying to sneaky play, but he'll back off, and the B side is where I guess more of a stack is coming into play.
Here.
Okay, knife still comes out from A, so that will. They know that at least it's somewhat a normal setup.
Surrounded on though.
Again, they stop the rotates.
Will be cut once again, although this time it looks like the defenders are attempting to come through mid. And more Durka just looking up to farm as many orbs as possible. Kushina's done well though. Kept things even. He's hoping to try and get the gun, but lurking within the smoke is another.
Oh, losable.
Who's been firing today? He's also
Holy, okay. They're cooked.
On his own. His teammates not even got there yet.
I was about ready to count them out of that one, Tom. Pretty understandably, I think.
By the BBL Classic.
Fact is, you know, they've got some players tucked in corners, down below. You walk through, you look left, you try to take them, but somehow they're able to come out ahead nonetheless. A pay-safe card
we're just a bit.
for BBL.
Oh.
And another big
individual
round out of this squad. That's frustrating. As
Just
you
a bit
can see,
lost maybe there.
Fnatic, and it most definitely puts the wind in BBL sails. Plain sailing
What was
as
a
well.
BBL?
No icebergs to be seen. It's just pistols for Fnatic. With Alfier, the only one able to buy up a little bit. A Guardian.
Okay, going for this A split through their own smoke.
With that.
So there's Boaster already gone as they're doing this dart.
Round, so that's where the extra cash has gone. Not where it's expected to go though. Already, Poor under some pressure. He's going to be made to crouch for.
Oh, you didn't get rid of it.
Two.
Bro, what are we doing? What are you doing? That's such a bad choice. Once you've missed it, you just have to stay there. You just have to eat. You just have to eat it.
He's looking to trade it all on his own, but he'll go down because of it. Spike has been spotted and dropped.
That can't be destroyed. Okay, they got some nice tech.
He's trying to figure out where it is. Teammate even tried to shoot the sonic sensor. There's another burst.
Just puts another one down.
Both of them catching up top, slowing them on the way through, and you can see the problem. If you try to jump down, you're in big, big trouble. For Fnatic, just waiting for that drop to come in. Player down below baiting with a couple of jumps. Nice shot to start it, but Dirk is able to return. Chronicle just a classic up close. 31 HP, 19 now. The reload, and he's got him.
Holy fuck, what a mess these last couple rounds are. I mean, again, the deadlock tech is quite cool. And that's quite cool. I didn't know a sensor would do that, to be honest.
Game so far.
This comes from a big mistake from Pori here, though. Like, you can't react. You just can't. Like, you can just never do that.
This is the problem, and literally, a dictionary definition example of it. He's not familiar with playing against this agent. You're not used to it. So he thinks, oh, I've pulled it out already. Realizes he hasn't, goes for it again.
So now we're on an eco here back.
Best deadlock play I've seen.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pora.
I mean, it's cool though. I didn't know a sensor down here would do that. That is kind of cool.
Hopefully that will improve as things
and yeah, I mean, I guess just not fully used to it. I mean, but it's a pretty big fucking mistake. It's a pretty big error. It does fucking tell you when it is all the way.
And some pistols to play with.
But then even trying it the second time, like,
well,
bro,
they've back to regular programming now. As it's a full buy for Fnatic.
And those weaknesses on BBL. Don't want to count them out just yet.
Okay, they should have done it fully pushed A.
Was about to be
timing is just wrong for these guys though.
No choice now. He's been locked in by the barrier mesh. Good thing too. He'll be here to support the squad. Rifle in hand. The timing, everything for that spawn peek. Reezy's already been dropped on the side. Paranoia, not good actually, but Elite not able to get the work done.
Yeah, now they're both flank as well.
They have done a fair bit of housekeeping already. 2 versus 4, 1 rifle, and the flash already used up by Pora. The timing not great.
The good thing is if you see a KO flash blinding someone on BBL, you know it's come from BBL. Because normally on Ascent you're going to get KO on either side. But Brave, oh, good luck. They're stuck in a corner. They already know he's here. Low on HP. Dirk's going to finish him off as well. 9-7.
Once Fnatic get the spike down in any kind of even situation, they should just be good, honestly. If they've got deadlock alive and the spike is down, like it's I don't know, almost impossible.
I feel like Fnatic should have their struggles. Definitely a reliance on Durka to have a great performance. Luckily, he is.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot on Durka just winning straight Angels at the start.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Legends Tip, thanks for the 9 months.
I hate
I
ads.
get worried when I see
No
Kushner.
problem.
That's just it.
There's a very simple way to get rid of that, and you just hit the button to do it.
Again, Elite, when it
Okay,
comes
so
to the
this
regular
is where
season,
really
Split 1
full rifle versus
was the
full
number
rifle.
one
This is
rated
where
player. He's had 4
BBL
kills right now.
you have to
He's
kind of win this
struggling.
now.
Not been having the best of games. But on
We
this
got a
defensive
deep
side,
cipher setup on
in
B,
hand,
which I
no KO to take it away either, so he can just play comfortably. This is where I expect to
not
see a
maybe
bit
the
more of a
biggest
step up
fan.
from him. Hit some more of those headshots.
Absolutely. It's a
Again,
better
this is the kind of con
opportunity
you
for
want to
sure
stop
back
at the
to
door,
contract.
not even let them in at all, I think.
And running into that deadlock is very different than having deadlock run into you.
It's just going to be a straight B
9-7.
exec, and it's a bit
Two-round gap
passive here.
in
Right, we
Fnatic's
don't have a
hands.
ton of info.
BBL have got the rifles back out.
Obviously now he can
Breezy
updraft
and
over
Elite
the
wants
any
to take this challenge on B. You can see the rotation.
ball that comes out.
BBL. Look at where Kushner is. He's already moved his
Bro's
way back
taking
to
a
the
drink.
side. They weren't expecting another commitment into this site. Hunter's
about to
Fury
die to
caught
them
them
to
both.
Fury.
It's almost a guaranteed kill with them stuck in such a narrow angle. That makes it easier for Durka to
And
take
they'll
them
just
down
get one,
after. One blade already dispensed. Kushner's made it here to help. Found his first and backing up those players on site. Fnatic might think twice about going for this still. They need a pick on the way in, and it looks like they're committing.
And this is
Maybe
where it gets
aware
tough,
of how
though.
many players are waiting,
Team flash.
beckoning them in on the other side. Although they shouldn't. They caught 2 with the Hunter's Fury. They've seen Kushner here, but confident to follow up off that damage. Now they have to go because the spike is down, and as they make their way towards it, wall bangs and jump up.
And that is where it's tough for
Put an end
Fnatic.
to this one. Great reaction
Like
from
I
BBL.
I think they just
That was
have
like
to
a
hope that
5v2
BBL are
on
making
site
mistakes
at
in
one point
mid,
with the
and they can
closest
find a
player
kill
up
there.
in
Because if
A
not,
heaven.
then you're just in a lot of
They
trouble.
managed to get Kushner there in time.
Yeah, I think the other issue as well is that normally if you're going to try and disengage,
shot.
you have 2 options. Well, 3. You could run through their spawn, which is insane. You can go back through your own, which takes a long time. Or you can try and go through the market. Unfortunately,
Was he
they
Spanish, that
walled the
guy?
market, so they couldn't do that anymore. So I think there was a moment where Fnatic maybe considered going back, because actually,
Okay,
we're
now
either
he's got
gonna have to
KO
try
up
and run
here as
through
well.
them, or we won't have time. So it definitely can create some issues of their own. 9-8. There'd be no surprise for me here if BBL were able to turn this on the defense either. Especially if that operator comes into play a little bit later on.
Okay, it's going to be a mid default, and I do think that
defensive
they're
side
going
is
to
where it
need to
can
do this
thrive,
and
and
just
for
try
now,
and find this first kill. Again, Durka just needs to go
reminds me
big.
of like an old school Gambit style, needing Durka to try and find that entry in mid, like almost have him hunting with the rest of the team lurking and waiting for aggression.
Nice opening.
There you go. We got to be
Durka's
together
been
there.
firing on all cylinders. He's cooled down in this round. Big kill for
Fuck was
Reezy.
that trip?
4 ults online for
He needs to get
BBL
out.
as well. The safety
He
nets
does.
multiplying. Fnatic
Listening.
shifting their approach. Sonic
And now they
sensor on
don't
A in
really
case
know
anyone
what
tries
to
get
do.
aggressive. For a moment, until that Sonic
Still got the
sensor was
camera
thrown,
here in B main
believed it
to
was
take
going to
this,
be an
but
A.
I think they
Seems
need to
BBL
be.
still have that belief
They need
with
to
3
like
players
this
stacked up
thing.
on that
Like you
side.
need that camera here.
Perhaps another
You need that camera
opportunity
to
for
clear
Fnatic
this
to
for you.
isolate these B
You know,
players.
you have to use your cipher
Crazy
proactively.
playing offside
Okay,
is
they
gonna be
got
a
him
problem.
with this.
Elite still has his traps on the way in. Hunter's Fury will be online. Reveal will be back up soon as well.
But like
Cam's
now they
already
know.
spotted them.
This guy
The
can soul
information
roll
is
as
there to
well.
play with for
He can
BBL.
soul roll
They're
the
put
spike.
2 and 2 together. The rotates are underway.
soul roll
14
now if he
seconds,
was
very low on
playing
time.
for the team.
And Elite has his cage up, spots one on the way in. Now he's caught crouching, but they still need to push into him. Do a good
How
job
have you
of
not
it.
ulted?
6 seconds
Bro,
as the
what
pipe comes in.
My goodness, man. You like me, that's bad.
Chance to give them something back
I mean, they
into
still
the
have a
side, but it
chance.
hasn't
Still
happened.
3v2.
Poor, however, has
Chronicle's trying
all
to catch
3
him up.
grouped up together.
Here.
Alpha, I think, has been spotted at the back, so Hero's the only unknown quantity. Trying his best to reposition, make a play, and he's going to get the chance to fight. Wins that first duel,
kill.
puts it back into a 2v2 scenario, and now they can sit pretty. Now they can try and play
Time.
the advantage of the time that is ever ticking down. Another for Alpha into the 1 versus 1.
Poorly
and
played.
they're
I mean,
able
I
to
don't know
close
what
it as
you're
well.
doing. What are you
And
doing?
close, but no
Man, you've
cigar
got
for
one
BBL
fucking
as
job,
Fnatic
man.
get to 10.
An ambitious play to
Like,
dash
once
on
your
him in
team
that
is there, you
situation. I
just
think
have to
perfect read by
ult.
Alpha on the swing.
Like once you know you're not gonna get
Another
pushed, like
upsetting
you
round.
just
Look at
have
this
to
fight
ult, man.
towards the spawn. Boaster slowing down the rotations, buying that little bit of precious time. For these
Like,
players
there's no
to
time. They have no
get
fucking
that
time. You
plan through.
literally win. It's a literal press the win button.
10-8. Fnatic
Like, I get you
just
can't
won
do
the
it as
round.
they're coming
They've
in
won
because
3
no
out
one
of
else
the
is
last
there with
8.
you, but like
But they've decided to call a pause.
before they
A
killed that
timeout
cipher,
now, so
you
they can level
definitely like
themselves coming into the home stretch. This is a very big round coming up. I actually love this timing of the timeout.
I mean, even if you just press the button, they might be forced to swing back into you where a teammate can just get a free kill.
In the previous round. And for Fnatic, a win here could well be a 12-8. 4 chances to close it out. It's best time.
And then you ult, like, you literally, like, he couldn't have picked a worse time to ult. It kind of got them the kill on Chronicle, to be fair, but then he goes off walking on his own, of course, and doesn't wait for a fucking KO flash either. Fucking hell. Jesus. Anyway. I need it for my pick, man. My pick! I mean, Fnatic kind of got them. Again, they were pretty passive there, BBL, on the whole. They need to get a fucking up. I don't understand. I mean, I guess we're just trying to buy here, but...
So they can't have been a mass turnaround,
like,
but
again, we find a free first kill, essentially.
Better than expected.
Full 5v4.
For BBL.
And they...
Probably the best
and because we've got no info, we panic at just seeing one guy here.
Not in the best spot. Their defensive side...
That's tough.
Not quite working out in the way they will have hoped, and they may just try and turn that here.
And the Knife's got them a little bit of information on the BBL side. Kushner's on the way to A.
Like, again, they are lacking info here, right? Like, because we're playing this deadlock, you know, we don't have the KO to give us some of that extra info.
Excluding the shield.
Ultimate ready.
Oh, sound sensor pulled back. Okay. Only used for the very start to deny them punishing the orb take, I guess. Rotate back around, move to the B site, Annihilation online. Alpha can get some information off the corpse as well. The main thing they need to do is find someone.
Just gonna ult? Are they gonna ult off this or something? I want to know where they're gonna send this.
He's getting very aggressive.
It's a nice try with the cage. Shut the door. Here it is.
Fnatic
with the camera.
3 players here. Annihilation being used in the setup, but the fight has already happened. There's nobody left to annihilate at this point. Every single member dropped and just.
Again, that's the kind of thing that.
Their positions are known.
3 players there. That's not great.
For this, though. Still feeling like they can fight it. Okay, you know
you get shot. You lose the round. You lose the game. It's an FPS game.
SB2K3. Thanks for the 4 months.
W streamer.
I mean, again, this is like the kind of thing. That's what you want for BBL, right? Like they're doing a fucking 5-man exec into 3 people with no flashes. Like we should be pretty good. You know, you would think.
Oh, it didn't catch.
You get shot. You lose the round. You lose the game. It's an FPS game.
And Joyful, thanks for the 10 months as well. And again, once they get the spike down, it's kind of over.
Even waiting an extra second, and then he strikes. Very clean in the post plant from Fnatic. 11-8. No opportunities given away in that last round. And just 2 more to close this out and take a look at what that has done to the BBL economy once we get back in.
And they just swing with a fucking Odin.
I think that's been the most surprising thing so far, especially in this second half, is
so Durka dashed up over the top.
A little bit more with sort of entering into sight. Like not having that second initiator, not having the flashes other than the paranoia, it should in theory make things a bit more difficult. But
BBL should be on
the last few rounds haven't looked like that. I just watched them.
That's what I mean, like, BBL there, like, you're in a good, like, you got the setup, really. The door is closed, so you know there's no pressure coming from mid. You got 3 people all looking at B main, and they've got no flashes. Like, bro, we should be destroying them. Like, at the end of the day, if you can't hold the site, if you can't win fights at that moment, like, it's just unlucky. You're cooked. Like, if 3 people can't hold B against no flashes, then that's tough. And again, it's going to come down to Durka, and Durka's having a pretty good game, thankfully for Fnatic. Like, if Durka's having a bad game, you know, if your duelist has a bad game on attack with this comp, you know, Durka's 23-10. Like, if Durka was having a bad game, you've got enough. You literally have no fucking chance on attack side if your duelist isn't winning 1v1s. Deadlock video coming? I mean, they've done enough cool stuff here to where I probably should do a video on it. I mean, I have seen Turtle play this, you know, with some cool things as well, but...
BBL have pistols for the most part. 4 sheriffs and 1 rifle. No surprise to you or me that that rifle goes into the hands of Kushner. Brave, though, is in trouble. He's able to get out of there, but he can't quite move afterwards. That's the problem. stuck on the ground. Nice push out of Reezy. Great timing. If he gets that shot on Chronicle, the other player's reloading. And it could have been Chronicle and Boaster out of the round right off rip. Instead,
that was a good read. Okay,
12.
12. I look forward to getting fat. I mean, that is, you know what people don't talk about enough in terms of positives about, you know, exercising and getting thin, which I'm in the process of, you know, trying to do at least. One of the positives that people don't talk about enough with that is that you get to get fat again. And it's amazing. All the food you can eat.
Understandable as to why. Fnatic have just paused, poising themselves, seemingly going to an empty A site, and have themselves a free round. And for the side of BBL, for Kushner, it might actually have to be a save here.
And you can call it bulking and not getting fat. I mean, I don't like myself. I do just say that I'm fat.
Do you think that you're going to be able to win this one? Probably not.
But I'm like a bear, you know. It's like
now going down. It's not too much of an issue. He only had a pistol. It's whether or not
you know, for the winter I get fat, and then you know throughout spring and summer I kind of slowly lose it, and then get back up, and then
sets them up nicely if they do drop him. But even still, 4 away from a Blade Storm. He gets a couple of picks.
I'm not a bear, an otter at best. Why do otters get fat for the winter? I assume a lot of animals get fat for the winter, thinking about it. It makes sense. I don't have to be a bear. I mean, I understand the bear has a connotation. Did they just send Chronicle running in with the dart on him? I mean, that is very funny.
No player standing strong economically in the investments. Sure. After the last, they'll be able to, remember they played Sheriffs, what, 4 Sheriffs in this round? They'll be able to buy up. Won't be the end of the world. But they need to be flawless for 4 straight rounds. And
Southeast Asia here, what's winter?
Not looking too likely.
Good job.
You know, some good news from Southeast Asia. Thailand was the first Southeast Asian country to legalize gay marriage.
I don't think that operator's coming.
They never got an op against a no flash comp. Holy.
Not part of the game plan, but Kushner's still been there. It's some quieter performances elsewhere that seem to have gone amiss. Fnatic with a new comp, a new player.
Maybe Otter is gay slang for a gay person. I did not know that. The kids these days, huh? They'll say anything.
I believe identical scorelines. This is an important game for either side, of course. Bind's still up next, but that's always been a good map for Fnatic, so I wouldn't feel overly confident.
There's a term older than you, TMV.
They haven't played the entirety of the year. They took some risks with the Veto.
Some of the chat thinks that I'm fucking 450 years old.
They're going to need to take a few risks here in this round.
Yeah, Blanket.
Okay, very slow from Fnatic. Looks like they're gonna go A, but I mean the spike is. We gotta go running over here, hero. You must go running, friend. We're gonna close the door with this idea again.
From the shadows reveals 1, possibly 2 on A. Not sure if he will actually see.
No, they just break the door.
Barrier mesh deep. Stops anybody peeking through that smoke on short. Reezy instantly has to rotate, give up the position, puts pressure on the site players, but Brave thrives under it, finding the first. Now here comes the teleport through, but the corner was not cleared.
And this is like what should have been happening really the whole time.
All alone, an ace clutch, 1 versus 5.
But again, this exec just wasn't really there, but it is what it is.
BBL on the B side, or A side, pardon me. 3 rounds in between them, 3 more needed. If they keep that up, it could be theirs.
Yeah, definitely feels like a long way to go.
Fun fact, TMV and King Tut were born in the same year.
Into this round and that looking more like a
imagine if I was.
Individual rounds won by BBL.
What would happen? You know, it is always funny to think. What would happen if someone could prove that they were 2,000 years old and they look like 23?
He's been having a game.
Wow, this is a nice spot.
I always think this, you know, like, what if someone did prove that they had magical abilities? You know what I mean? What if someone actually was born with, like, actual magic abilities?
This whole game. Bare knuckle boxing the entire time.
It's worked a number of times for the BBL squad.
How's the deadlock been? They've actually done some cool stuff with it.
get
America
to see too much of
nukes
that
them.
from Fnatic on the defensive side.
Yeah, they would die
BBL
pretty quick. As soon as you revealed your magic, you would probably
shift
die
over
pretty
Elite
quick.
and Pora on the B side. Executioner's a little
But it would be
closer
a crazy
outbound.
time, especially in today's world with
Blade
social
storm
media and
is
stuff.
needed.
Imagine.
They need
Okay,
to
here's this
quickly
B exec
support
again.
these
I mean,
players. Hunter's Fury activated.
they don't look very
Big
ready
trouble
for this,
brewing
I'll
with
be
the
honest.
Annihilation as well, and it's
Annihilation did get him. Oh, he got him
Pora's
through
on
it.
the way. He's flying up in the sky, but Cushioner
Look at him go.
while the squad is distracted. This could work out in their favor now. Hero locked
Wait,
down
but it
in
doesn't
towards
kill
main.
him? It doesn't even kill him because he can't get through the window? Bro, that sucks.
But take a look at the HP there. Shock dart onto Boaster. He's 47. Tagged low. Brave still on site to be dealt with. Reveal, though, allows the wall bang to come through. Boaster finally finished off. Reezy thinking about emerging from this smoke, and it looks like his timing could be next to perfect if he can isolate Chronicle. Instead, he's given away his position. An opportunity for the clutch. He's trapped in a corner.
Ooh, Chronicle.
13-9 on BBL.
Well. Big shot there from Kron. Oh, fuck, I'm not in my fucking live thing. Shit. Hold on, you're not getting away from me, you YouTube viewers. Take an ad. But also... Fnatic, they win. Unlucky. Unlucky for TMV's picks. That's probably it cooked, to be honest. The deadlock, actually, they had more deadlock stuff than I thought they would, really. You know what's good about EMEA, though? Like, in comparison to the other regions? At least here in EMEA, we've got some... People are willing to cook. You know what I mean? We got fucking Yoru, Raze, Fade on fucking Split. Against a fucking Gecko Breach. We got fucking Yoru Neon on Lotus. Against whatever the fuck Foot keep doing for some reason. Okay, Sunset. I mean, we got a Neon. You know? Even this, by the way, is fucking copyright. This ad. I remember getting demonetized for that fucking ad once. How does that work? Let's play connections whilst we're here. Monterey, thanks for 50 bits.
Is it just me or does Chronicle not seem like a deadlock player? He kinda just shot people good.
I mean, I thought they had some... Fuck
That's the spite! The overheat moment!
Timberman, thanks for the sub as well.
What a blunder! What a
I still
whiff.
think he did fine. Unless you mean... Like you just have to shoot good. Unless you mean the old deadlock mains are shit. And they can't shoot well. Right, you know what one of these is going to be. One of these is going to be short for something. Right, one of these is going to be short. It has to be. But what the fuck are the others? I mean, these fucking... rhyme. C, T. Do they rhyme? Yeah. No, they don't. Although C, C, T, ye. Rhyme? How would you say this? You'd say that as yay? I'd say that as yeah. How would you pronounce this word? I would say yeah. Wow, a lot of you saying yeah. Yay even. Yoy. Right, palm tree, palm oil, tarot card. I mean, it has to be card, right? What else goes with tarot other than tarot card? Tarot reading? Palm reading. Hold on. Aura reading? You read someone's aura? Is that a thing that those people are into? Court reading? Oh, one away. A court reading is a thing, right? C reading. I reading. C reading. Again, T reading. A court reading is a thing. Pro reading. Drove reading. Date reading. Pack reading. For reading. Woo reading. Host reading. Aura reading. Yeah reading. Fuck, I don't know. That seems... seems right, but I don't know what the fourth one would be. If it's not aura, unless it is these, and it's just like things that weird people are into. Other men, thanks for the 60 months.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. What is that holy moly with me for being shit? Like, unless it's like just these things in terms of like, you know, mystical shit. Woo, maybe?
Have you tried being smarter than you are?
Thanks, Morteray. Thanks. I mean, what the fuck are these words, though, man? I don't even want to, like, I just don't even want to look at the small words. 4. What the fuck could that even be? Forest, sea. I kind of want to know if I'm one away from this. But what's the other word? Is it pack? No. And that's not right. Oh, so it is this. What the fuck is the other one then? Is it woo? I don't spend time with these people. C reading. Is it reading though? Isn't all no? It's I don't even think it is reading. I think it's just like things that those people are into, which I guess of the words left. Do they like the sea? Do they drink tea? They might drink tea. I don't know. Because I'm looking at like date and woo, and I'm thinking like those two are kind of the same, like, you know, in terms of like a relation, you know, to woo someone, to date someone. To see someone. Oh, it probably is that. Hold on. And to host? Court? Court as in, is that how you spell that version? I think guess it is. Court someone? It was that. What was I on then? I was on Aura, Palm, Tarot. So what's the other one? Because I thought it might be Woo. It's not Court, but we already know that. The game hasn't started, has it? It's starting soon. Fuck. Pack. Of these, I guess T is... Is it reading? You read tea leaves? Is it still reading, but it's not caught? Am I just too fucking illogical? But then what the fuck is this? A pack, a host, a drove, and a C. What the fuck is the connection here? It's gonna be short for... Oh, then again, what are you short for? How have I not got that? How have I not got that?
Use the gecko. You're
Maybe I
Fnatic.
am
You're
stupid.
like, enjoy it.
Maybe you guys are
No,
right.
for sure.
Maybe you
I
guys
think
are
we
onto
did see it,
something.
like, in these
Maybe I
talks
am
with the
just
team,
fucking
right,
stupid.
previously, how they're looking to just support him, make him feel as comfortable as
How did I not see that
possible.
straight away?
But, so there is that toss-up where we could maybe see the composition change just for a comfort pick for him. But I think that you also have to look at to see what might be most comfortable with the team with this swap coming in so soon.
Tomorrow's one is much easier. Who the fuck are you? Where are you from?
Alpha. Alpha is like only 8,
Oh, I guess it could be tomorrow. I didn't realize what time
he
it
had
was.
his birthday the other day, so happy belated birthday to Alpha. But there must be a reason as to why they picked this bind. But in terms of preparation
Asia.
of BBL, there is no way in any scenario they could have prepared for that deadlock stuff. You saw them get caught off guard a few times. Is it wise, you think, for Fnatic to change things up again on bind so it will catch BBL off guard again?
I mean, think about Fnatic's situation, right? They come back
Get
from
into the
Shanghai.
fucking game
They
already.
invested that time in going there, but they go back home without
Right, well,
anything.
once the game doesn't
they come
start,
here,
I'm
they
gonna
find out that
fucking
there's
watch
more
football.
patches, and now
Stop.
Leo's not going to be playing.
You know I have a
because
master's
of
degree in
issues
football
himself, so now
coaching
they
and
have to find a
analysis.
replacement, and they need to be
Did you
ready
know
for
that?
everything. I'm
What I'm
actually
currently
very
seeing is
surprised
Hungary
that they
attack
had
down the
nerve to
right-hand
do what they
side.
did on Ascent. It
I've
wasn't
seen a lot
clean,
of
but hear
screamers in
me
the
out.
Euros thus
The
far.
first time that Dirk was on Euro, it was not clean. It was right
Okay,
the
corner
opposite,
to
and he
Hungary.
got so
Got a chance.
much better. So if Fnatic wants to take down this route of going back
Lies?
to creating
It's
new
not lies.
compositions
I actually don't know what.
and
In fact, it
developing
might be
them
in here.
themselves, I'm all for it. I don't mind if it's Leo, if it's Heroes, whatever it is.
I think it's really important to like go forward with that innovation, especially with the fact that we've seen a lot of bind as well. I just love seeing the player cams right now.
Oh, sorry. Alpha's just, I think, he's like, come on, mate. Like, just turn it around.
Yeah.
Turn it around.
How do I show this?
Sorry, Ash, as you were saying.
What's the best way
No,
of showing this?
I think we do have a lot of tape as far as the previous composition that we saw Fnatic running here as well. So throwing that wrench in could make a really big difference. But again, it is also difficult because they are coming
I need
off
to
the
just,
back, they're
like-
coming back from Masters and that they have this new player coming in. But won't be too long until we see.
I got a
Well, let's
Mary.
take a look at Agent Select now and see if we will get any changes. And Hero's just going to play
There you go.
the Gecko, but so is Pora.
Yeah. I'm very surprised because we talked a lot about Fnatic expectations, but BBL, after not being able to close that first map, especially with the performance and how electrocutioner was being, they decided to swap things around. And it makes a lot of sense
Gotta find the
because
Gecko
we have
fade
seen
for
this
BBL.
composition before. The Gecko, the Fade.
No distinction?
That they kind of like. And
Bro, it's during
we
COVID.
saw
What do you
how
want me to do?
important It was a Shanghai. There was a lot of tape
It was a
to watch,
fucking-
but
everyone
Fnatic
basically
was
got a
also watching
Mary.
back then. And
It was
I think
during
it's become
COVID.
very, very popular.
It definitely
So everyone's
has become
dissertation was
popular,
kind of fucked.
especially when you're looking towards the fact that this is very different from what BBL were running previously. They had that Sky, they had that breach. It's a big adjustment, but there's also going to be that opportunity to still set Kushner up there.
And we're talking about Hero first time on Gecko, but it's also Power's first time on Gecko.
It is indeed, and let's jump into game with Tom and
Was there any
Mitch and
particular
see
reason you
what
wanted
both
to get
these
it? Because
players
I wanted to go into football.
Thank you, Yinsu, and our wonderful
That was the
analyst.
dream.
Yes, Bind is coming up next, and Fnatic took the first map, BBL's pick, 13-9. This is where BBL have to start their reverse sweep, Tom. They definitely showed some signs of life on that first map, so all hope is not lost.
Yeah, I think that we can still see some of the individual brilliance. I think, again, Elite had a quieter performance than what I'm used to. So I
You
think
can
that
coach
we'll
Fudd.
see a little bit more from him going into this map. And I think they're moving towards a composition that will allow them to be quite explosive, which I think really will work for their team and their setup. So I'm excited to see what they've got.
It
I'm
actually
also
does
excited
help
to
with
see what
Owen, though.
Heroes
I wouldn't
got,
be
because
in
he was
this
great
job
on the first
without-
map. I think his
without
Sova
doing that
util was
degree, I don't
fantastic.
think.
I think his Odin was pretty good. And now he gets to play the Gecko, which I think gives him a little bit more freedom to be aggressive as well.
You know, as much as I would have loved to see a Yoru in the TP with the Odin, I understand why Hero is saving that for a future game.
Okay,
You never
Fnatic
know.
on attack. I mean, I do feel like,
Round one.
you know,
Barriers
BBL
up,
probably
and pistol
didn't.
begins.
They had a
Fnatic
chance to
on
win
the
there
attack,
on
and
that
they very
map.
much are on the attack.
We got a
lot of
different
presence
Viper
on
wall
B, a
setup.
lot of
It's kind of
noise being
interesting.
made, and the rotation's already underway,
Taking a
but
bit
there's
of a risk here,
teleporters
the
on
triple
this map, and
TP.
they've used them
You guys
to
gotta get
reunite
going.
with the teammates that have gone towards A. Alpha here, Hero already tagged,
Gotta
but
get
Alpha's leading
Wingman
the
down.
charge, looking to challenge Elite, pushing him back.
Okay, Hero at
towards
least
the
gets
back of the
Wingman
site,
to
but
try and
that's
plant,
where
but he's
so
very
many more
low.
BBL
Kushner
players
gets the
have come
first
through.
one.
The plant is secured, but at the cost of one of Fnatic's lives.
Chronicle down. He clutched the pistol in the last. It's going to be down to somebody else this time. And while with Alpha combining with Hero, there might just be a chance. Brought it back into a 3v3. Alpha's reposition.
Well to get out.
It's not a bad one, but it's a little bit worrying just because of where Pora is coming from. It leaves him very much isolated, especially with the flash. He's been immediately. I think he just saved his own life with the Dizzy, and then he's going to peek out and get the kill. It's now left all onto Boaster. He bought time with the Molotov, but now he needs to hit the shots. Both players desperately low, but Pora will land that kill as well. Little bro, Dizzy, this time has saved his life.
He's brought his own helmet to the game. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, if Boaster gets that one kill there, I mean...
Follow-up was perfect, and they even get faked out in the initial fights.
You know, they're in
so much B control from Fnatic. The TP is taken. The timing is good, though, on that mid push. And what a good
we saw both pistols for Fnatic map 1, so...
Ends up slowing that push, buying time for the rotations.
See what BBL can do.
For a player like Pora to have the opportunities to thrive. That's 1-0. Pistol under the belt of the defenders.
Yeah, Dizzy is the MVP of this one.
It's an interesting idea by Fnatic. You know, the wall kind of heavily hints that you are going to do a B-exec. I mean, they never had any showers control, so that I think just slowed them down here. I think they might have wanted to just take a bit more of a look at what was really going on there.
Few more fights like that.
Whoa.
Oh, Pora didn't have his Dizzy to protect him this time. He's taking the brunt of the damage, but
Nigel Mendonca with 100 rupees. What did you say?
Done to these Fnatic players. TP used again, but this time still 2 players on the
Turkey, Georgia, proper game of football. Kamikaze tactic, now inverted positions. UFC looking players, incredible atmosphere.
Instead, they take the orb.
Yeah, but that's why the Euros are just good in general, right? Like, it's a good reminder. International tournaments, I think, in general, are a good reminder of why football is good. You know, and then you go back to, like, you know, having to watch Man City play, and then you realize all the things that are wrong with football.
At most 3 orbs away. And if he does, I'll have some serious questions to ask. But for now, it looks like they're going to go walking back into the blender. And the man holding the blender is a
yeah, they can get the spike down, that would be good.
I say them, make Boaster vulnerable. The rest is still sat back. Boaster's almost just walking into the smoke.
Probably should have tried to plant whilst the smoke was up there.
Now they'll try and get the spike, maybe earn a few extra credits before the inevitable.
Well, that is quickly put to bed. And Andalucia flawless for BBL. Now sitting 2-0. And a clean streak. For Fnatic, though, this is where the rifles come out. And where the real meat of the game sits. For BBL, though, I like this start. They're able to come into the next round with a decent bonus. It's going to be one weakness, the Spectre.
And look who it is, Floritus, who earlier said that you would give the 1,000 subs, I think.
Allows their credits to skyrocket.
And yet now only 5.
Fnatic presume a big part of this attack side will
the Oiler is back.
Farming up those orbs, moving closer to the orbital strike for Boaster for now. Although early on, both orbs are conceded by this squad. In fact, I think one is already being taken by Reezy, and the B site is, well, very much on lockdown towards long.
Thank you, Floritus. Regular Throw City EMEA player.
Point of contact, but
always has very strange names in the Discord that always seems to change.
Keep them back a little bit more.
Speaking of Oilers, when are you oiling up? Well, that's what the 1,000 gifted was going to be for.
If they want to try and slow them down a little bit more, but the same can be said for the opposing side. But this is all bait. Everything is trying to pull them in to fighting up against Kushner, the one man in the last map you didn't want to face against. For Fnatic, though, this is all about just keeping players in place. They do now look to head back into
that timing's going to be very good for them.
A site, still with some fairly weak weapons as well.
Okay, they now got the idea, and they got this fast flank coming in as well.
Push is coming out of Fnatic, but the flank is also underway. Kushner extremely close to completing that.
Gotta get the spike down, man. What are we doing? Why aren't we using this? Oh, we are not a Gecko player. Oh, he's tapping just to get rid of it. I take back what I said. We could not see what was going on. Ooh.
Good spray by Durka. Bringing it back.
Losable. Probably will lose. Great, BBL, good start. Again, Fnatic still looking a little shaky. I mean,
Elite closing the round and putting 3-0 on the board. Great bonus for BBL.
Yeah, big bonus, lads. That's what the name stands for. It was fantastic for them. Honestly, just being able to trade out so effectively, the fast flank as well. I think having a decent read into what Fnatic were doing. A little bit unlucky for Kushida that he walks into Chronicle. But it's just how quick they've been off the trades. Again, you go back to
yeah, it was nice by BBL.
BBL last
year. Nice retake in general. You got the flank.
That's not happening. It's a lot more solo fights. It's a lot more individual brilliance. But they now have that with the team synergy
Good
as well.
start, and Fnatic
to pull off
looking a little lost.
Now it's going to leave Fnatic on a weaker buy. Alpha with his trusty hero guard.
You get shot.
Did that
lose
miss?
the round. You lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Harboria.
For BBL's sake, this
Harbor
is where
main?
they let that 3-0 lead.
Thanks for the, what was that, 4 months? 4 months. Thank you.
Big danger, man.
And you made me miss Alpha's kill.
Alpha here coming in with a grudge. Quick one tap on the Kushner. Sends those rotations to the A side. Brave's still a little while away, but those smokes come into play. There they are dropping. No chance to follow up though. With the plan secured, you heard the voice line. Hero's got his thrash. Sure, there's a lot.
So they're ready for this flank now, and Alpha's just fucking got another one.
Strength, and that is Alpha in this round. His second scalp already
claimed.
And now those weaknesses.
Why
well,
7
Floritis? Make up for that deficit. Flank underway, being watched though by Durka. He is tucked in now, swinging. The information could be off, although the timing a little bit risky.
That's 12 subs today, but why 7?
As they go towards the spike, this is where Thrash comes into play.
Yeah, they've got the Molotov, they've got Orbital Strike.
Why
That's
7?
Fnatic have so much for this post plant, and I don't even think they're going to need all of it. Boaster's waiting just
Oh,
because
he's exactly 300.
That spike, but it isn't going to be happening. Heroes behind them as well, just to make sure. And the round will go the way of Fnatic.
Makes sense.
It's going to be a spot that I think they're going to be regretting with what Alpha was able to do with so
Sneefire won once though. Once won though.
Absolutely, yeah. They'll really. The only hope for Fnatic there was
I'm sure like if you want to get a gift from Flora, I assume you have to be. So yeah, we missed this orb and it cost them their life. So we did a lineup that we just don't know. I mean, that's an insane shot, but it cost us our first death.
I can't see what he shot.
Get Jacob back. I need the zoom as well.
I mean, that's an interesting way of playing that, considering that again, the Viper was here on A. Here's this. They're gonna do this lineup again.
Good response by Fnatic.
Did they miss it again?
They pull out a. Well, I'm a big fan of this.
No, this time it hit. So they missed a lineup of something that you can just do any fucking way, right? You can just literally run up to it and just put it on there if you want. But they missed the lineup.
That's the thing as well. You
Cost
look
them
at the shields.
That round, basically.
You're talking about 4 players with 25.
I mean, I guess maybe they're trying to get it further on the box, but again,
one-shot kill on anybody he faces off against.
Seems a bit.
They can be patient.
Useless to be honest. Like, just do the fucking normal.
Been too overly aggressive. We've seen a push or 2.
Okay, so we've got an outlaw buy against only 1 full shield.
They've been a lot more tempered in their aggression, and because of that, Fnatic have to play a lot of these rounds incredibly slow just to make sure they don't give anything up.
You're gonna come and dog this and try and fake it?
What we've seen, whenever there's presence on one side of the map, they push. Or when the clock runs down too far, they push. Now, Poor's got an unbelievable position because the wrap back from Chronicle is going to come through any moment now. If they're not planning a TP strat to link back up with him.
So they're thinking that, oh, we've defaulted, so we're fine. The only thing is, if this guy faces this way, oh, on Chronicle.
30 seconds left.
Fact is, they'll rely on Chronicle to have all that information, and that just opens the door for this absolutely perfect flank. Boaster looking the wrong way. Oh, and he's in heavy traffic. Poor with 2. It's good enough. It's made it doable.
Okay, they get the TP though.
Would have been an A site retake or indeed a crunch on the plant, but instead the spike's gone to B, and it's wide open.
10 seconds left.
I know as well. There was a temptation from BBL to go through the TP, but they don't want to take that risk. Chronicle's going for the 1-shot. He's going to try and take someone down and then fall back, but not quite quick enough. And with the showstopper leading the way, they're going to be able to clear quite a bit of ground quite quickly. Fnatic are scrambling to try and get back into post-plant positions.
Oh.
He gets on the 3rd as well. They couldn't have stood in better positions for Kushida to put that X at the front of his name.
Wow. Complete blind fire. He heard steps running away from elbow. It's not the only piece of information he had to work with,
the positioning. What a blunder. What a whiff.
What a whiff!
Couldn't have went much better. Even finding the last player looking away.
An anonymous gifter gave a sub to Oiled Men Fnatic. Oiled Men Fnatic. Any reason?
but it's a big gap to see in that attacking side of Fnatic very early on.
It's happened a couple
Probably
of times.
Mike, I'm gonna guess.
And this is the thing, like it's
Mike is here, so it's probably Mike.
Run a Sentinel on bind, so it's something that when playing this map you should be well aware of. There's going to be pushes, there's going to be flanks, but I think BBL have just been excellent at hitting the right timing. Because I said it, the first like 30-40 seconds of the round, they're not just running
Torsey,
it down,
are you gonna gift another 100 subs
cleverly done.
anytime soon?
Well, the best example I feel is the round we just saw, because up until now,
I remember when I thought I had someone who was very rich in the chat.
This time they get ahead of it.
I was quickly disappointed.
On the walk through, that completely erases the Viper wall that's in play. Just one of the main things you could hope for on a low buy to get up close. Thrash is going to be sent out through the TP on B.
Drive Towers hero map 1, pretty good.
Not a chance here, unfortunately.
That's the spike! The overheat
Executioner in the end. I love positioning. Foreign just used his ulti.
And pickled bollocks, giving to your friend, I'm gonna guess, Scrotum Gobbler, a Canada man with 50 bits.
Everyone begging for a gift sub. There will be an opportunity to get a gifted sub on Friday with the new video. You have to be in the Discord though.
Ooh, Canada man, little fucking tease. Join the Discord, join Throw City, get in Canada man's videos. Okay, tough start for Fnatic then. Remember when APAC Throw City barely existed, kid? And you were always like, oh, join Throw City, oh, join Throw City APAC. And now we've got too many. We've got too many little regulars in there. Now Nova Scotia's complaining about fucking people becoming too friendly. Twitch sub is the same as YouTube membership. No, well, technically a YouTube membership is better for me, because I think I make more money from it than a Twitch sub, but it's the same in terms of, you know, look, the subs are just to support the stream, you know, like it's just, and obviously if I get to 1,000, I'll do a Rango watch party. But yeah, if you want to join the Rango watch party and you're a YouTube member, you will also be allowed to watch. You also still get ads as a YouTube member, someone said. Oh, that fucking sucks. Does it? I don't think I could turn that off. Because I would have done that if I could. Like if they would have given me that option.
If Fnatic weren't playing, maybe
I can have a look at it again, but I don't think that was an option. Rango like the animated movie? Yes, people will dress up as Rango too. I will look to see how easy would it be to dress up as Rango. Floritus was a gift again to Voxeed.
The highlight that might be there on the other side then is Durka. Because Durka in the last map was unstoppable. He's definitely had a quieter start. Now it's a different role, a different map, a different game altogether, but well, the facts are the facts. Pora.
Surely we do How to Train Your Dragon at 1,500. Tell you what, during champs, I'll do a 15. Why did I say 1,500? 1,500.
Looks like he's going to try and go straight through it, but I like the fact that he throws the flash, and when there's a couple of bullets shot, he goes, okay, I like to take a gamble, but those odds aren't great.
We'll watch How to Train Your Dragon.
So they're
the corner's clear. The corner is clear.
They're checking their back because they got flanked a few rounds ago, just to make sure. So
I mean, time is low. We got the spike over towards B. Normally the Gecko is where the spike is.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, BBL going for these late pushes and causing some problems. They're going to take the TP here, but again, they're in. The problem is you've just taken a double TP, so that smokes are doing fuck all. You haven't given enough time for that to actually cook anything up. Okay, that's not a kill. Oh no, okay. I thought you missed. And they just got it down. Holy shit.
Round is locked down by Fnatic, unless Reezy has a big clutch up his sleeve. He's already found one.
Okay, this was a mistake by Boaster to smoke on B because there was no need. Because they were taking a double TP right after anyway, so there's no time for those guys to rotate.
I don't think he necessarily knew the Pora was there, so it definitely could have got a little bit wrong, especially with how close that was on the timer.
Raze ult into a Brim ult.
I think BBL might be a little bit frustrated though. I think they ended up using the Nightfall. We didn't need a replay of that. Like, you guys are mean.
Oh no, it's not safe. It's not safe. You make that split-second judgment. But did he misplace it? No. No, it was all a bait. 5-2. Viper's Pit already in hand for a lead, and indeed he plans to use it
5-2. We got an up out for Pora.
That's a lot of control locked down, and with an op on the other
Gecko,
side of the
and
map,
there you go.
it funnels Fnatic right in to Pora.
Reezy gets good info there too.
That's the guy who's been flanking you every single round. So to expect him to have an AWP in this one, you'd have to be mad. Especially with Kushner most of the time sticking to a rifle. Already. Solid open up, Durka down. Makes things a lot more difficult on the space taking. Which I think has been one of the bigger issues for Fnatic. Like, getting into the sites has been frustrating. When they've had post plants, that's where this team always seems to look good. Rotation to back up the pit as well, and it seems like Fnatic are, again, it's been early pressure towards B, and then a swipe
here, so
back towards that A site.
The reads here from BBL are perfect. The literal second that the Gecko flash came into Hookah, rotation. Running to the A side because they realize Fnatic
we need nade.
Like to pressure one
you have
side
to nade this
and
now.
push the other. Viper's pit online will get them out on the site even
I guess
against
you're trying
these
to nade
numbers.
the spike
but getting the
plant,
plant is a different story altogether. Reezy's up close.
You're
Kushner becomes the target, but
you
Reezy can strike for
that.
one. Now his position is known though. Fighting inside the
As soon as it's coming out, give some extra time for these guys, man.
Picking up elite,
they're just making a little, like BBL, we're just missing some, like, I mean, I would say fairly obvious,
they still have a molly, they still have a snake bite.
You know, uses of utility personally. I would say that that's a fairly obvious, you nade, as soon as this pick comes out, you nade this.
Not going to want to try and play through. And there is some
like,
of
there's no fucking, I mean,
utility being thrown out.
there's a small chance they just try and plant in it, but there's a decent chance that they try and run at you instead. You know, with double flash, like...
The Rat Kings, as they just sat back spamming utility. Boaster's brought it to this team as well. There's nothing you can do. They're going to try and throw in the wingman as a last-ditch effort, but the fact is the round is already over. And I believe that maybe Brave was looking to see if he could find the operator. And in fact, they have...
2-0? Oh, fuck, I missed it.
Economic recovery for BBL, but a recovery
Oh,
in the half for Fnatic now. Putting rounds on the board. Gap down to 2. There's a very, very slow start from this squad. And even in this round, the fact that they have a Viper's pit in play for the A site, pick on B, read was perfect. As I said, I was surprised by how quick it was to see Kushner take contact in Hookah, pull his knife out, and run to A. But that is how readable some of these rotations have been.
Okay, Fnatic, after a rough start, 2 in a row, we got an op again though. Now the money's starting to get a bit low.
Get a very aggressive stance out of Pora, immediately into the angle with the op, and he's out of there, even past the spams.
Yeah, I do want to see how Fnatic deal with this round, because the 2 rounds they've won, a lot of...
No, you do have a Gecko up here, so...
A lot in terms of ultimates as well.
I don't love staying up here on your own versus a Gecko. That could go pretty bad.
To take control. That is such
a crazy
bold peak from Chronicle. Maybe they don't need it.
I mean, you get revealed and your thought process is, I'll swing him. He'll never see this. I mean, he literally does see it coming. But it doesn't matter. A little bit too quick. Fnatic with the advantage. This is where you do expect to see them group up and go together.
Use this Gecko over here.
Down on A. Oh, just about missed. It was Alfier sneaking his way back. He put his orb up in time to bail, rejoin his team, but that has signaled to BBL
full rotate
that
across.
it is going to be a B play. All the presence is towards this side of the map. They conceded A control. So once again, I was going to say once again, BBL have the read, but take a look. Players have started to rotate out just as Thrash comes through.
Still
leads
2, and the third player's gone down. There's nobody left to even defend them. That Thrash was absolutely perfect. And this time, Hero will take the kill himself. You couldn't have asked for more than that. Fnatic, after what has been a 5-1 deficit,
Simbo! Thanks for the 7.
For them again. Elite scurrying away on the other side of the map.
7 whole months. Ooh-ah-ee. Yeah, they're back after a bit of a rough start. Kind of similar to Ascent in a way, where it kind of started a bit rough for them, but...
Fnatic know that. And with credits still in their back pocket, they're going out to try and hunt it down. Nice shot from Elite to at least secure the first. TP comes through. Player on A site and a player in the other direction. There's no avenue open for him to get out of here. Has to fight his way through. And Chronicle meets him.
Chronicle gets it.
5-4. The gap is now down to 1, and after a very slow start on this map, on Fnatic's map pick, they've started to gain the momentum. They've started to course correct, winning those opening duels. Cases before the other team didn't even get their weapon out. Much better luck.
So cursed. Pora just walks out of the smoke and immediately stuck in place. BBL now with a chance to turn it themselves. They got off to a flyer from start.
Panzer 351 as well.
A
lot of either new subs or yeah, a lot of new subs. Thank you all.
The round next, they had themselves.
Okay, BBL.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, they kept finding these floor flanks. Destrian.
Navi TH predictions.
Navi Heretics. Who did I picked Team Heretics. I think Team Heretics will. I think the fact that Yawn. I think the fact that Miniboo is, you know, is there and kind of raring to go. And, you know, like, he'll be very motivated. I think it's going to lift the whole team. I don't think they're going to feel that same, like, second place, like, hangover that a lot of teams might, where it's like, oh, you know, we were so close and we're just sad and I don't want to play the game. Like, I feel like Miniboo will be there, like, going, guys, come on, let's fucking go. Like, he's been waiting this whole time. So I'm going to say Heretics will win. Again, I won't be able to watch the full game because I'm going.
That's the spike! The overheat moment!
I'm going to a poke quiz. But if this is a 2-0, we'll watch map 1. Zack Attack. Thanks for the new prime as well. A lot of new primes. Thank you all.
Never know until those barriers go up. For BBL, 2 rifles and a few pistols, 1 classic in the hands of Brave.
Okay, so 2 sheriffs and a classic. We got Seekers for Fnatic.
In heads-up duels, he's been good. His flanks are unbelievable. 3 times so far.
And I think what they're probably going to do, yeah, is just be pretty passive. Where their successes come, it's kind of been passive for the first, like, 40 or so, and then kind of finding that gap to push up. That's kind of where they were finding their success. You know, like, as we saw in the last round, like, we're dying here, like, that's just causing us a big problem, like...
It's also worth pointing out the buy is not the best here for BBL.
Trying to bait them.
It's interesting because Brave has next to no.
Okay, this is now normally you would be like, what the fuck are you doing? But we've only got 2 rifles, so you might as well send them out and hope they can get a kill.
Woo! Oh, sorry, at the end of the game.
And do that.
He's just looking to take this into his own
and now you can use all. Nice. I mean, just playing you to your win cons.
It actually is. He's down to 45 HP and decides not to commit the thrash. I think it's the right call. Only 1 more player was spotted there with the spike. The walk up from Fnatic is dangerous. A rifle in the hands of Alfier, but a second player.
Nice.
Both rifles now have found so much impact. And Fnatic are isolated. Only now grouping up, but 15 seconds left.
You lose the round! You lose the
game!
game!
Skills, thanks for the 5 months.
For the Rango costume, just pick a cowboy costume and paint her face green.
What is Rango? Is it a gecko?
I don't think there's any denying it. 6-4. Best they can get now is.
I mean, I can get this shirt and a cowboy hat and paint my face green. Yeah.
We don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing this.
Can't really read into that too much.
What the hell's this?
But in theory, in previous match for both teams, they're going into their weaker half, but it's almost meaningless. New split, a lot of time for BBL to change things up. They've changed comp as well, so again.
How the fuck do you not know who's Rango? Because I'm not fucking 3 years old like most of you.
Either half.
Well, 6-4. Again, looking for those early fights, but Alpha, after what was a successful
round, it's not a kids movie, bro.
Has not had the same success.
You mean it's not a kids movie? Look at it. Little animated chameleon gecko thing, like, bruh.
The lead almost had a chance for more, but he did have a chance. The shot's not landed. 2 rounds to go. This is where BBL have to decide when they want to commit their ultimate. Still with a showstopper that's just now making it to the A side. Still with only there. Never mind the ultimates. This man's doing it all himself. 3 under his belt.
I think people are lying about Rango being good. I tried watching it and it wasn't very interesting.
Yeah, you know why they think it's very good? Because they watched it when they were 6.
You lose the round, you lose the game, it's an FPS game!
Hello TMV.
They do him the justice of finishing him with a bullet. 7-4.
Rango was a 2011 movie, you were a child. Yeah, but I was like, what, 14? I'm not watching a little kid's movie when I'm 14.
It's only been darker, and each time they've looked at
Rango is not a kid's movie. It's a goated Wild West movie. It's got murder and other shit.
When this man's on form, there's just nothing you can
Evil
do about
chicken
it.
R. Thanks for the 5 months, hello.
You don't do that to me. 7-4. Half guaranteed already for BBL. Pora's back on that operator, but I do expect him to have a backup rifle somewhere with how much cash they have. I'm expecting there to be a Dizzy here. Oh no, never mind!
Ooh.
To try peek.
Okay, Durka can get his ult as well here.
Sponged by the Seeker?
The whole thing, perhaps there's enough of them there, I suppose. Showstopper burned, and for nothing. That could have been what equalized it.
SpongeBob
Instead,
murder
it's
too.
Brave
They
holding
killed
onto
that
control.
health
Fuka,
inspector.
much needed
Is
space for this
SpongeBob a
team.
gritty adult
Durka,
thriller now?
Sitting outside of A, hasn't taken space, but does have the Showstopper. And as they start to rotate over, that's where the impact could be found. Tom, you just highlighted it, and I hope it's not going to be
back, though. They
another
are cooked.
round where these flanks can have huge impact.
And again, I
But
mean,
yes,
this is the
Brave
BBL. They
has
keep
managed
finding
to
this
sneak
gap.
his way down, at least to middle. Are they going to go back again? Why is Chronicle still outside B?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why Brave has stopped, because they haven't gone pushing into the A side. There hasn't really been much presence shown at all.
But
so
is he going to try and fake
he's
this?
going to wait for either another player
they're
to
jumping
rotate,
here.
or in case they go back
Oh,
in
what
the
are we
other
doing? That
direction.
means you're
Yes,
going
however
A.
seen, the execution will face this way.
Durka has to
Durka
ult.
looking to try and lead that charge, but
30 seconds left.
he's now
What are
being
we doing?
flanked on. Brave has
We
started
just
to
looked
make his
lost.
move.
We looked lost in the last round as well when
Brave
both had
just
2
committed to
smokes.
it from the start. He would already have that kill.
Oh.
Fnatic need to be careful not to let this clock run that much further down. Nice Showstopper landed. Kushner, though, has got the spike on the floor, and a flank from Chronicle. Well, let's look at Chronicle's
He's at
perspective.
Narnia. He's gone through
He's on
a
his way.
wardrobe. He's met a lion and a witch. There's just no time. I guess it was more so for the post-plant scenario, but instead he's so ridiculously far away that the round's
Yeah,
going
but
to
they're
end
so
with
slow
no
here,
problems
and they're
at
fucking
all
jump peeking
for
this.
BBL.
It's like
8-4. It definitely seemed like Fnatic came back into it, but again, I actually think both teams had massively successful pauses.
I would agree. I was just waiting to see the all chat pop up with a nice save, but no one did that to him.
I'm pretty sure we have that turned off.
That's a significant pullback from the mental warfare I expect to see, but maybe it is in there. The admins will let us know. 8-4, 4-round gap.
Oh, no, that might have been it.
That could be it. That could be it.
okay, 8-4,
guys,
and yeah,
watch out,
just
he's gonna
Fnatic, like
rifle
again,
his
we're,
safe.
like these guys are execing as Boaster still has 2
Pistols
smokes
across
left
the board, and
in
it's
the round
pistol
prior to that.
round
Like
of
there
half
is just
number
some
2,
clear
Fnatic
like
coming in with a 4-round deficit. Remember,
we
BBL
are not
did
on
win
the same
pistol, and it would be a
page
different
stuff
look to this scoreboard.
for Fnatic.
If Fnatic picked it
Not
up,
even
but,
like, you know, with the sub,
we
like
could
with
go
the
all
whole
day on
team
ifs.
sometimes.
Reality is this pistol.
Like
If you're a
but he's
Fnatic
like
fan, let's
full
hope they
chilling
pick it
back
up.
here. It's not even like he's waiting for like some rotate like here. He's like full fucking
Boaster
chilling.
left as a lone defender.
As we're like jump peeking
Tell
out
you
here.
now, if BBL knew that, they would be going in the other direction.
Toxin screen down.
Instead, they're walking straight into the lion's den. The one found in the last round. It doesn't matter though.
That collapse? No, it wasn't.
Elite is definitely back. He's gone very quickly. Durka's still here. He might be able to turn this. Takes the head off of Reezy. Puts this back in to a 2 versus 2.
That kill also, Tom, got Durka's nade back online. Molly for Boaster, and Brave has 2 health. If that nade even so much as flies past him, he's dead. But Boaster's going to have the challenge first, and there's the shot. Only the 1 bullet needed, and it lands right away. Kushner, though, not one to let these rounds slip out of his hands without a serious
nade
fight.
and molly. I
They're
mean,
now
you can
approaching.
nade one and molly the
spike is
other.
waiting.
Yeah.
Nade in hand to buy himself the time. There it goes. And they don't even get it half because of it. Good idea where he is, but taking the challenge is a different thing entirely. Satchel, and the peak is beautiful from Kushner.
Holy, what a
On the
shot on
board for
Durka.
BBL with a Red Bull clutch.
Holy.
He's so good. He's so good today.
I do feel like in a
It's
2v1 there,
been
just tap.
enjoyable to see him in all
tap
of
and
these
get off.
scenarios.
You know, you got
where
plenty
it
of
looks
time.
like it
Time's
should
no
be
issue.
tough, and he makes it look so effortless. Like
Because he has to
buy
swing
time, the
in a
blast pack
2v1.
almost used as bait. And
What
you
the
can
fuck
zoom
is that
that
2
in as
headshots in
much
another
as you
color?
like. I'm still not going to believe how clean he makes those shots.
Still, the first shot is crazy. Even if they do double swing, they still might lose, honestly.
Thank you again, Jacob, for that zoom. I still remember the day we debuted that for the first time, Tom. I got chills. 9-4.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Beat Hibbo, thanks for the 5 months.
TMV Sunfish.
The classic. I should have kept it at Thinky 21. I got too clever with that. Should have just kept Thinky 21. It was better.
This round is not where they're going to do it. They have, well, normally they have classics.
Why are you ignoring my
Already losing
question?
the first, Boaster
Shut
on
up,
half
Elevate.
health.
Oh no, that was
Underway,
Kid
but
asking
look how
Elevate.
wise BBL were to it just 1 second ago. It's being spotted again by Brave. He's lost his head for it.
One bullet.
It's only a pistol that's being dropped. Second kill onto Elite gets a little bit worrisome, but the HP is low.
They kind of got them trapped, but unfortunately don't really have the weapons to do it. This man's classic seems to work differently to mine, but thankfully, in the end, BBL will be able
As
to close
Elevated
it out.
speaks,
Still
oiled
losing
up
a
episode
couple
of Cosmic
players.
Divide
I
when?
will say I disagree with one thing that you said that round, and that is that Fnatic fans want their team to win every round. Because I believe that the Fnatic fans are the ones that they enjoy the struggle a little bit. You wouldn't be a Fnatic fan if you didn't enjoy pain just a little bit.
I guess if Fnatic were winning dominantly, Davard would just fall
What do you mean? They
later.
fucking barely lost last
like
year.
skeleton memes he has and all the
What the fuck is this revisionist history?
Anything for dominant wins. There's no need.
No.
Why bother?
They literally
why bother
dominate.
grabbing it?
What the fuck is this new? Is that new?
They have a separate guy hired for that, and he's asleep.
Yeah. He's been struggling these days. But for Fnatic, being pushed on immediately. This is a rifle round, not when you want to see them concede this much space in, but when the fights come down, they win the first. Good nade to land it. Hero wrapping back, I thought, to fight back sight alongside
And the
Boaster,
dog
but
just came and cleared this too.
pumping the brakes on this defensive side with the advantage. They'll keep control by spamming through these smokes.
And just 3 people are doing
BBL
well
from
here.
getting the spike on the
No,
ground.
we've still got 2 people in case they
There's still
TP.
2 players
But-
over onto the B side, so Fnatic are fully prepared if they're to go through the TP
I'm gonna
or
reset and try
take
and
a
do
rotation.
a split here with shower control as well. I should
So
probably
it seems
leave
like
one
BBL
guy
are
here
checking
to
their
watch
flanks
this
quite
and then come
heavily. I
back
guess
this
if
way.
you're continuously flanking an opponent, you're aware of the flanks. They're actually going to go wrapping all the way back around to the showers. Now, there'll start to be a little bit of doubt in Fnatic's mind as to whether or not they're even going in this direction. Now, we've still got 2 players there, but eventually they're going to have to go looking. Well,
Okay, they killed the guy who was up here. That's nice. And we're playing safe here.
30 seconds left.
BBL now left down to just a bathroom push, and they've been seen. Durka in the corner, and it caused a big distraction. In fact,
Well played by Fnatic. This was just a good round.
towards Lamps that there was no chance. A quick double spray down, and the confidence.
That's just a good
swing
round
in
by
for his
Fnatic.
4th of the round. Durka's back online.
Good initial
Fnatic
hold.
back on the board, 10-5.
Good understanding
This
of
was a round
the
we expect to
reclear.
see them win, and they manage it.
Probably a good
Well, you
understanding of
realize
what the
it was
general
running
idea
in.
was from
Toss
BBL.
pit
Good
on
from
the board,
Durka.
Viper orb up as well. But with Durka's wind in the sails,
pretty good.
he's got a showstopper to work with.
Yeah, that's it. He had a quieter start to this game, but has definitely looked to get himself right back up the board. Still, though, 5 rounds the difference. We've seen crazy comebacks from Fnatic in the past on this map, but as said, a lot of the expectations come on their attack side. That's where they've been better, so I'm intrigued to see if they can pull it off on the defense. Chronicle already under pressure in a position. Wow, that gives me
Okay,
flashbacks.
heavy rotate. It's actually just a bit of a default. Okay. No,
Never
doesn't
forget that
rotate.
moment versus crew.
It was a little bit of a surprise.
But he is in a position to raise all here if they do come to an
The
exit.
first big plays, I was counting them out from the start.
Destroyed.
Made that a habit over the years. A 5-round gap. I've learned not to count Fnatic out of any game.
No, they don't have a
Their
ton of
fans
control.
out.
They are pretty much
BBL know that
relying on
too.
this, essentially.
Crash to work with. Slow, very slow approach to this attack. 50 seconds, Tom, and they're still in defaults, only now starting to shift towards that B side.
The funny thing is, if this was Gambit, them having 5 rounds on the defense would be perfect. They'd be done.
They might
Where
get
are they going to
smacked
win
by
on the
this ult,
defense,
though.
if anything? Kushner, though, patient, waiting for
Oh,
both
just
players.
gets
He's going to hit
smacked by
both shots.
Kushner.
He has not been
They
missing
need the ult.
today. And now leading the way will be Thrash to just clear out all
And again,
the
just a
remaining
change of
rounds. The rest
timing,
Fnatic
you know, instead of
full
just
sprint, trying to make their way back
just
in to try and
a
contest
slight
this
delay in
one. It'll have to
timing
be a
catches
risk. The
Fnatic
Flash
out.
is solid, but it's only going to be the 1-for-1 trade. Make
Nice
that
round by
a 1-for-2
BBL. It's
trade
probably
as Elite
GG.
takes down Durka
I mean, the
as
money
well.
isn't too bad.
Hero
Spike planted.
But
and a 1v4. It would definitely be the most impressed I've been today. But
no, I actually think that's
already
a
know where
pretty.
he is.
It's a pretty standard play by Fnatic, there, to be honest. It's been very quiet here for a while.
It only catches Durka.
The time. This is why like playing with timings is so important
Heroes safe
because
from it, but not safe in the round.
you know
36
having a
HP.
round where you exec at
1v3.
25 rather
Time
than
against him.
you know,
He's made the
50
realization
to 45,
not around,
like
he's
just
likely to win.
pausing that extra 20
Getting out of
seconds,
there,
they think you're going to do
carry
this,
through
so they're
the
looking
next
for that
round.
info
least that
at
rifle
at those
won't have to
timings for you to
reinvest
be
with
doing
Chronicle
this.
low in
So
credits.
they're thinking
Big
like,
godsend.
okay, I mean, you might say to Alpha,
BBL
they're like, oh,
11
you can
to
just
5.
chill a
The
bit
gap
and wait
is
for
6.
Chronicle here,
Only 2 needed to close it
you know,
out,
or
and
you can do it with
they certainly
Veto,
have the momentum in their favor.
right? Because like,
Much better face.
at that point, you might as well say like, if we do it with util and they're not here,
13-9 against a comp you're not used to playing against. And
like the only punish is if they've left one guy behind, really, towards long. Because if there's one guy behind and he's on his own here, then you know it's not great. But they might not have had util, to be honest, because they're playing Sky.
11 to 5. Purchasing here is definitely
But they got
not gonna
caught
be
with like they were just
easy
caught in a position
for the side
because
of
Durka had
Fnatic.
come
Looks like
initially
Chronicle
for
might
that
have to
rotate
take
and
the
now
hit.
he was
We'll see
back
if
in
they can
here.
juggle
That
something
meant that we
around
were
from Hero.
playing passive A. So when we've got 3 players on
That's gonna
B,
be a
we want to
Guardian,
get the
which, you
information
know,
on B after
Chronicle
they've
might
gone
not be too
quiet.
much of a detriment.
But
They
it
also
was
have
just
a
good by
showstopper, but
BBL,
so does the attack.
kind of realizing that and just chilling out
I'll be
here.
honest, I know
Because
the
now
Chronicle
this causes a problem for Fnatic later on, where it's like,
based
well,
on the
now
way
you
this
know
map
that
has
they're
gone.
willing to
An early
do that, and
rotation
so it's
coming
like
from Durka. It's clear he's trying
now
to put
picking
himself
any
in a
timing to
spot
do it is
fight this
kind of
one.
risky.
With the information of where his counterpart currently sits, he might look to challenge.
Oh! Chronicle's 18 HP because of that spam. It doesn't get much better than that without even
And we're
seeing
pretty passive here on A, so the again probably just playing for Razor retake on A.
Inside of Hookah. And the rest of BBL shifting their way towards this side of the map.
no.
Gravitating in. Showstopper lands!
I got
and
2!
It's Durka for 2.
The
double
showstopper
to
is
pump
just
Fnatic ahead.
sometimes it
And
just
BBL
does the opposite of what you
quickly
think it
turned
will.
tail. They were getting ready. They were amping up for the execution. And I think it would have been the showstopper leading the way. Now, I'm not so sure.
Well, depends on what they can find. The lead is going to be spammed out. Durka's having one hell of a round. There's a couple of low players, but again, this is untapped damage. And well, speaking of taps, Durka's hitting everything. One match stands in as well. Durka will take over this round. 6 for Fnatic, 5 for Durka.
A big round, like you said, he was slower to start here on Vine, but the showstopper landing helped him out. The rest of the round, though, a little bit ridiculous. Taking all of these fights, catching Kushner off guard, not allowing Reese.
That's a good guy.
Gap down to 5. Some weaknesses for BBL, but they did, with the death of Elite, get a Viper's Pit. They didn't use their showstopper
Okay, no
last
ults here
round
as well,
either,
so
they only need 2 rounds. This could be the
don't
one where
love
they
this
dump in their
smoke trying to
ultis
give him
take
an
control.
ult orb, maybe.
That's the thing.
Like if he came and
Fnatic
took
can
this ult orb
survive
early,
this one,
then this makes it free for him.
almost sets the path for them to get towards 8. And then the difference
Pushing
really
the
doesn't
Sky
seem
one
that
up.
far, but that's a lot easier said than done, as you said. A couple of ults, Brave almost has his as well. They've been so good at finding these entries. They can't rely on Durka to just close everything out with a showstopper, and already looking like they might pick up the pace a bit here.
It's clean. Yeah, he might have been hit by
Pretty
the dog,
simple.
but the blast pack already landed, sent him flying. Elite
Once
is
it comes
dropped.
through the TP
The
and like
chaos, the
gets
TP from
headshots in
Boast are
through.
working well, giving them an angle to fight back from, and they've done that in elbow as well. Double peak. Alpha and Hero both with frags under their belt. But it's Pora and Kushner, the 2 players who have pulled out these massive rounds on the previous map and here. Pora off to a good start. Flash catches nothing. Kushner spotted in the corner, trying to isolate a duel. Blast packs, everything being thrown at him. It's all Pora. 8, 7 bullets, in fact, and it's a right click from Hero to close the round
Okay,
for Fnatic.
big round for Fnatic.
7
Big
on
win
the
after
board
losing that
now.
first
They will
kill. Again,
slowly
we didn't
creep
see how
their
Boaster
way
got
up.
this kill in the TP. Obviously, they just bombard this guy with
I
util,
think
and
Boaster's
because he's under,
positioning there is
because he's
everything.
come
You
through
can
the
see how
TP,
much
they
of
might think
a
like, oh, there's
troublesome
another guy
position
flanking as well,
that
so they're
left
trying to get
Kushner in
active
as
towards elbow.
his teammates go
Oh, no.
down towards the
I thought the
elbow.
door might have been shut, but
Well, the swing
Fnatic are
coming
ready
out
for
from
that.
Hero alongside Alpha. Put this round to bed. It leaves the finances of BBL in the bin.
Hero.
Just going to leave them with pistols. Sure, they've still got a Viper's Pit, and
okay.
it
We're
seems
down
like
low,
they're
and
actually
Fnatic
gonna
now have 3
give a
ults.
Hero rifle over to Kushner. I can understand it, having the faith in him
Winnable?
to pull off a round like
Maybe?
this, but it does leave Pora with some pretty awkward finances for the next round.
The late call to
gamble
him
that's
down.
worth taking this time. I would be surprised if it's Poor that ends up with the weakness. I'd say he'll be dropped and someone else will be
Okay, fast A
slumming
split.
it out, but
I doubt we'll use our ults here, but
4-round gap, big ults online. Viper's pick could turn the tide in a round like this. One pick, and BBL will be spurring forward. The A site's definitely where their targets are set. Waiting for the aggression of Fnatic, watching for the flanks, no surprise. The orb is taken and BBL shift direction.
Yeah, double
No,
stack
it's
up
quiet.
towards Hookah for Fnatic.
no, I mean they have Seekers if
It
they want
leaves
to
long
figure out
open,
what's
but if
going
they
on.
can hold on to that control, especially with the ultimates they have for a retake, it would make things impossible for BBL. Like, there'd be no way they can take this round home. The snake bite expended.
We're gonna pinch on these
Slow
guys.
them down. I think Chronicle may have been hurt there, although Brave hasn't reacted just yet. Oh, that is a misclick and a half. There's no way that was part of the plan. It doesn't matter though.
Oh,
Alpha's just
Alpha.
popped off. What is that third kill?
So yeah, they
Of
do go
what
for a
I
pinch
said
with the
about
brim.
holding on to hookah control. Alpha's done that.
One away from the ace! Alpha Year's hunting him down, and there's the swing! What a round from Alpha Year! Put that one in the books! I thought it was
Holy.
done when Chronicle gets dropped. Alpha's isolated. They use the TP play,
Taking
and that was
turns.
gorgeous. But the fact that he spins on a dime to get the third kill, wall bangs someone as well. Whoa, that is a once-in-a-lifetime round from this man.
Maybe a few times in a lifetime. It's Alpha Year. It's Alpha Year.
He's doing it against Cushioner. When Cushioner has you with your back turned,
But if you didn't make
and you have to kill a
sound, you are
teammate
not gonna
before
die.
killing him.
That's
Wow.
Do you want to know the craziest thing?
Good bait for
So
me.
they
Come.
have 4
Good
rounds
bait
in the
for me.
defense. 50% of them are aces.
Good bait for me.
That's just absurd. Fnatic right now are in full bullshit mode. That's the only way that I feel like BBL will lose this game, is if you're just going to have rounds like that. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, and the
More
TP.
Durka, he doesn't like the fact that someone's matched him on
Wow.
aces. He took it to try and take this round into his own hands. Poster, he's got to be careful. I think he's dead. Yep. Just caught out by the Viper screen. It's brought this back into contention, but you've got to be feeling nervous if you're BBL.
Seekers?
There.
Pop Seekers, bro.
3-round gap even now, just a one-man advantage, but
I mean,
Thrash
he
and
will
Viper's
propose
Pit to
figure.
work with. Viper's Pit not quite in position just yet, and in fact, okay, there it is. I thought for a second they were going to go into lamps,
Okay, the
but Elite
Seekers
has used it
all
on
tell
site. This is
them
the
that
best
they're...
play. Blocking off that retake angle. It does leave lamps open a little bit. Would have liked to see it slightly more passive. Thrash, big danger. Traded out. Caught one up close. I'm not sure if Gecko was seized as well. Looks like Hero was. That's a big detain, slowing down Fnatic on the way back through and isolating Jules in the meantime. With Alpha Year down, the numbers start to thin. Big swing on the backside to take down Brave, and Durka
now the
manages it.
wingman,
Now it's all on
GG.
Cora. Another big clutch needed, and the defuse already underway. He's swinging, but not quite in time. It's already done. 9 for Fnatic, 17 HP for
Hero
Moore.
just
He's tucked in, being
swings a
hunted
knife at it.
down, but he will not be dropped. The weapon is carried forward, as are Fnatic's chances, as now we're down to a gap of 2.
I think if you need to reload both rifle and secondary, you should be able to throw the knife.
Somewhere. I'm too weak.
Who says no?
No.
Just don't do it.
Luckily, we're in a patch where he's useless, so I guess more than what is here now, sure. More than what's coming soon. Ew.
What if you miss, then you just have nothing.
The comeback continues. It doesn't matter the sign, the day, even the players.
You're not solo peeking
Fnatic
through that.
still always deadly in the comeback. 2
Please
aces
don't
to
just
their name
solo peek
already.
through
And
that.
Poor on the edge. Wow. That might be a little bit too ambitious.
I mean, he's been inside smokes a lot. We've seen him use his Dizzy to try to scout out players. But right here, Tom, that's one of the more aggressive spots I've seen him in. And at 11-9 on a buy round, that is a big risk to take.
You do that when you got like a frenzy or a sheriff. I'm
Bro,
not
like,
checking, I
again,
see what you're
just
doing,
to point out again,
when you're one of
the Viper
initiators,
Pit is
someone
here.
who's been high
You know
impact
there's
as well
3
in the late
people on
rounds.
B.
The player who's
Like,
normally
if you
planting
haven't
the
seen the
spike.
Viper's Pit already at that point,
maybe not
Like,
the
okay,
right
you know it's
idea.
probably here.
With 45 seconds,
These guys have
they're
seen it.
still shut out by the pin.
So you know
can
there's
see
3
the
people
Fnatic
here.
going, okay,
Why
we
the
got
fuck are you
pin.
walking through
We've
this?
got
If it's
Boaster
on
to
your own
defend
with
and
no
delay.
util,
This
and
means
there's
we can
3 people
three-man
there.
stack up over on this B site.
This is the strong side.
That's where they're going to be pushing.
They're walking right into it. Hero has a
30
chance.
seconds
He's
left.
seen the barrel. Oh, but Brave's
What a
a
shot.
bit too quick. Nice shot. Now
got
making
Raze
their way
ult, though.
towards the site. Chronicle
There you
in a
go.
bit of danger. There's a showstopper on its way. Oh, it's on
Oh,
Dirk.
Dirk like
Catching
hit him.
Kushner. Was that in the air? I don't think it even landed on the floor behind. 3 versus 3. Shot on Boaster. Puts the numbers in BBL's favor. They need to plant. They need to get this in now. Spam actually lands. 34 HP on Reezy. Barely holding on, but he gets the plant through. Durka caught up close as well. They know where both these players are.
Hey,
They've taken
BBL,
them
big
down
win.
just
Especially
in
after
time.
that,
BBL
whatever the fuck it was
guarantee
at the start of the
themselves an
round.
overtime on bind and have 3
It's
chances.
a really fucking good shot
Take it
by
all the way
whoever
to
that was
Lotus.
who killed Hero.
Yeah, I'd like to see it go there. I'd like to see BBL play that map for the first time this year. It's not somewhere they've been willing to go, and it's somewhere Fnatic could
Okay, Germany won.
maybe play
Sad.
more than anyone. They've
What
got
the
an
fuck is that?
absurd
That's a
amount
good
of
shot.
reps
Crazy
on that
shot.
map. That kill from Brave, though, was the big one.
I think he
Being
does
able
hit
to-
it.
Yeah, it was mid-air. Oh. Normally you expect that fight. It's like anime Jet fight. No, not Jet this time.
Woo!
But a big round from Reezy as well.
Okay, we need 3 in a row for
Piece of the
Fnatic
puzzle
now.
still there for BBL. But
There
now
we go, map 3.
it's what Fnatic have in response. Have the hero plays run out. No pun
Will the
intended.
TMV pick can be correct?
Already. Oh, a couple of them
Okay,
trapped.
you get
There's
2
a
in
good
there.
Molly to actually shut them in while
Oh,
they hit for the
Boaster.
knife, escaping
Ooh,
that.
cheeky,
Will cause some damage,
cheeky.
but it doesn't seem to matter.
And
They're
gets
winning all the
out.
fights.
Yeah, sneaky play from Boaster inside the orb. Uses the decay and the lack of vision to drop a player. Dog went past. I'm not sure that it saw Brave. I don't know if they turned just in time to catch that bit of information. But either way, Chronicle won't be rotating. Nor will Alpha. They stay in position in case
What
the
a
TP is
shot.
used, but now it's clear it
Winnable.
won't be. Plan secured. BBL 3 versus 4, trying to isolate one on Chronicle.
Probably
They heard
needed
the
that one.
TP, but they're not able to drop him. Another angle.
And when I
opened
say
up.
probably, I mean
Fnatic
almost certainly.
about to swing
Unless-
this a little ahead of the pack is Boaster. In fact, 1 by 1 they swing, but they win their duels in the end. 12 to 10. One of those 3 chances that BBL won't be able to convert.
Any
2 more to
believers?
go.
How many believers?
They're still not in a bad spot to invest back into this round, but the pressure has to be there. Especially versus a team like Fnatic, more
I'm
than
a
anyone
believer,
else,
says
because they've been
Bogman.
here so many times before. With 5 of the last 6 rounds going in their favor. You have to bear in mind, this was a, what, 11-5
1, 2, 3.
scoreline.
Dr. British.
This was looking
Thanks for the 3
and
months.
now the difference is down to just 2.
Whoops.
Where are you from?
Exactly the time you want to be doing that.
Yeah, that's one less blast pack for Kushner, thanks to presumably a misclick. Won't be able to make the same space in this round.
British?
Also, just look at the
Yeah, but
bar,
there are
a couple of
towns in
sheriffs.
Britain.
We've seen them do
Why do
more
teams
with
suck
less,
on their
don't
map
get me
pick?
wrong,
It's
but
not that they suck on their map
focusing
pick,
out
it's
on
just that
operator,
I think having a
that's only been
side
said a
choice
couple
is
of
often
times.
just
I do
more
really like the
valuable
idea
for
from
most
BBL. Yeah,
teams.
they are ecoing, playing for the next round, keeping the credits over. Maybe they farm some ults here as well. Good opportunity, but it's a round that they don't expect to win coming in. Still, they've won plenty of those before, and dropping Dirk is a great start. Another weapon to potentially
passive
be
again
retrieved.
from
Brave
Fnatic here.
Still
I
inside
mean,
those
also got the
smokes.
first kill, but-
Headshot angle on the Kushner,
Ooh.
never one you really want to take up against that man. Is he through? Nice
Oh,
kill
how's
by
he,
Hero.
how's he not been traded?
Avoids the bullet of Kushner X. Chronicles flank here.
So it is,
Very much-
81.
They're very much aware of it
What
on
rank do
BBL.
you think Radiant on
Just
console
rotate
will
back around
equal on
and 2 players
PC?
spotted inside of Bath. Good information for the side of Fnatic to
I'd
play
still
with.
guess
They
I'm
found the
mortal,
last man.
probably.
They've dropped them 2. Now all eyes on Bath. And
Like, it'll take
Reezy
a
on his way
while,
through,
but-
only gets the 1. 12 to
I'd still
11.
guess I'm immortal
That was
after a
weak buy
while.
from BBL though,
If you're
Tom.
talking like
They
straight
made it
away,
look
then
pretty
yeah,
good,
like
even with those
fucking
weaknesses.
Diamond, Ascendant. But
You get shot, you lose the
It's got
round,
to
you
be
lose the
like
game.
give it a
It's
year
an
and then
FPS
it'll probably
game.
be.
Listen, I love Rango as much as the next Zoomer, but it is for sure a children's movie.
Clutch rounds, ace rounds, you name it. Fnatic
Thank
have
you,
had it.
queuing queer for the 2 months.
Doing it on the defensive side, where again, historically not been their best. Mainly because
Look,
they've
I'll
been
be the
incredible
arbiter of whether
on the
it's a
attack.
kid's film or not. Okay?
Not so much today.
Okay, one more
Just
chance.
because you
We
beat
went from
Fnatic on
3
one
to
mark
1.
Doesn't mean you're going to beat them in the next.
We got a Raze ult, a
Showstopper
Brim
online,
ult.
a couple of ults
Okay,
available
cool.
for Fnatic as well, but it all comes down to this to close it for BBL and take us to 3.
Well, that big round out of Boaster. I think it was
Okay,
3
they put the
kills.
smoke on B
and
long,
the
which I
death,
think they
4
have
orbs he
really
managed to
only
pick
been
up,
doing
and that's
mostly
exactly what
when
he needed.
they default towards B, and then
Orbital
we go,
strike
it's
came
fast.
online just as he died. Now it's available for them as they
Okay,
make
bit
their
of
way
a
through.
different look.
BBL, showstopper in hand, looking for victims. Fnatic have fallen way back, content to play
Big
the
kill.
retake, but they've lost Alpha here.
Now you
Previously,
still
when his
have
site's taken,
Rim
they
ult and
always have
Gecko
control
ult.
over Hookah, but now a much more two-dimensional approach. In goes Thrash and catches one orbital strike. Used by
Disease.
BBL, and it's caught Hero. He was stuck
How the
in
fuck
the
have you
mud.
not got a kill with
And
it?
now Fnatic with
He
a
was
huge
detained.
disadvantage. They fought all the way back to 12-11, but it looks like a stop will be put to them here. BBL have done it.
BBL.
13-11.
Okay, so I won't be watching any of Heretics versus Navi, but I think that's probably a good thing overall. You know, get it closed on one game. BBL, Forza BBL, my pick. Let's go. Forza BBL. Sorry, I picked BBL. I mean, tough for Fnatic, really. This is literally how Fnatic always loses. I mean, whoa, what the hell's this? Was this always there? Or is this new? Oh, that's not new. Why do good teams get bad? Again, if you're talking about like Fnatic from last year to this year, I think the truth is Fnatic have somewhat stagnated from last year, and everyone else just got better. What shall we do? Fuck it, we'll play GeoGrid. Population under 10 million, borders France. Suriname has to be the answer here, surely. Suriname does border, or is it Guyana? I think Guyana does. Because it's French Guyana, so. Fuck. It's not Guyana. Let's do a normal answer then. I guess Andorra is an obvious one. Andorra, Switzerland, Belgium. Does Luxembourg border it? Let's go. Fuck it, let's just go Belgium. Everyone forgets Belgium, so it'll be a good answer. Belgium has a population over 10 million. Really? Cooked. Yeah, absolutely fucking cooked. Flag with blue. Fuck, I should have gone Andorra. Borders France, flag with blue. Brazil. Luxembourg. Does Luxembourg border France? If it doesn't, I'm fucked. Human Development Index over 0.7. What the fuck is that? I'm going to guess Switzerland does. Ends with letter O. Population under 10 million. Fuck it, I'll do an answer that I could have had for the last one. Monaco. Flag with blue, ends in O. Not Morocco. Lesotho. Human Development Index over 0.7. Does Morocco? I don't even fucking know what that means. Who'll be the high ones? The high ones will be like Scandinavia. But none of them end in O, do they? Does Montenegro have a Human Development Index over 0.7? I don't fucking know. I don't know. What has higher, do you think? Morocco or... Is Kosovo on here? I mean, but again, Kosovo is on there. What has a higher one? Kosovo, Montenegro, or Morocco? Unless there's someone that I'm missing. That's obvious in Europe. That obviously does. Because Monaco would have been a good answer for this. San Marino? San Marino, I think, would have higher. Would it? Let's go. In North America, population under 10 million. Now, unfortunately, I wasted 2 guesses on this. So I'll just tell you that I would have put the USA or Canada for this.
Good morning from some parts of America.
Which one do I always forget? Let's go on Tiger and Barbuda. In North America, flag with blue. Tiger and Barbuda would have been good. There's quite a few to choose from here. Let's go Honduras. Costa Rica was the best answer. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So what was the human development over 0.7? We haven't started yet. You could have had for borders France. Wait, so does Guyana not border South America? Or is their population more than 10 million? Oh no, it is Suriname. God, that's a fucking ball ache, innit? You would have thought that these two would border each other, wouldn't you? I did say Suriname, but then I thought, oh, Guyana borders them. Blood blaming Earth for his fails. I mean, I'm blaming the fucking naming conventions of whoever named this. I'm blaming the Dutch, basically. I'm pretty sure Suriname was a Dutch colony. Suriname was a Dutch colony. Yeah, fuck them. Unofficially known as Dutch Guyana. Where does Suriname come from then? Spanish explorer. I'm fine. It's fucking Spain's fault. Spanish explorer visit the area and name it Suriname, after the country's earliest inhabitants, the Suriname. Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. Good for you, Suriname. What can you do?
Was Chronicle over towards Belong, but unfortunately the timings just weren't there. They found that Belong control, but they just push out a hookah and set for BBL.
Yeah, and we're looking at the head-to-head here between the two Geckos. 2 first times for each and one of them. And Power definitely came out on top, as we're saying. Not only the
ever been to South America? No, I haven't even been to Africa.
On the other side, I think that we need to acknowledge the fact that
I haven't been to Asia either.
Is here on
the
stage
I've been
with Fnatic, and we also need to think of the
furthest I've been west.
Time again.
What's further west, Atlanta or Minneapolis?
Doing this as well.
That's the furthest I've been west.
Unfortunately, too far away. I
the
think.
furthest I've been east.
Hero to be able to do this, but this is the thing. Fnatic, they made a super close
St. Petersburg
with a stand-in with the substitute. Like you guys said, Hero has never played Gecko before, but as we move on to Lotus, Hero has to do what Leo does normally and play another agent in this series and be even more flexible as well.
Yeah, exactly. And we're talking about the map
you
that
grew
BBL
up in South America, Tropical.
Played in the entire year.
You ended up in Switzerland.
It or dodging it, depending on their opponent. So this has to be a complete adaptation on the go, on the run. And when we think about Hero, the pressure that he is under, also, it is very different. When
Are you going to Seoul?
No. For example, because Power was
champs?
willingly put in that position and has all this time to prepare for it. And God knows for how long Hero has known that he had to play that Gecko on that map.
Yeah, but then again, when we're looking over towards Lotus, you're considering the fact that, okay, if he's going to continue on this trend of slotting into what Leo has been playing consistently, it will be that Fade pick, which is an agent that he does have that experience on. So
very little though.
Very
Almost
little.
nothing.
Very little. Yeah. So it is still a lot of pressure to step up.
Come to Cali, TMV, you'll hate it. My plan is to go to the 2026 World Cup in America.
Fnatic, they have a lot of tape on them. They've shown a lot of their
so maybe I will then.
As well. There's been a lot of OTs for this team. So BBL also have a lot of opportunities to try and counter strat.
I mean, you can see that BBL on Bind, they just took the best comp, right? The comp that everybody else was having success on. Do they take this Fnatic comp here? Because that's still currently the best
Come to New York City? I've been to New York City.
Think about the following. Next week, things are going to change. Do not forget BBL.
I've been twice. Well, I've technically been 3 times, but the third time was just like where my flight was from.
But I don't think it will be crazy for
so
the
I wouldn't really count that. In fact, I almost missed my flight back to the UK because the New York subway is not very clear in terms of where I need to be.
It might be this case of, okay, let's save that for when the changes are actually happening. Keep that as a little card in their back pocket, and maybe, like you were saying, Sue, it just...
That's the only World Cup I wouldn't go. There's no football culture in the US. Yeah, but you're forgetting that a bunch of football people will be there.
As well. There's a lot of opportunities to try and keep some of those secrets tucked away. It's still just week 1.
But this is
have I ever visited Utah? I just told you the furthest west I've been is Minneapolis.
They had opportunities. They took a map off of Genji as well.
How's Hero?
But it was map 3 where things fall apart. It was kind of in the final moments that they weren't able to get their things, their stuff together. Let's put it that way. So BBL have a very, very good opportunity.
Who do I think is winning the Euros?
To get a win in week 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking England! No. I'm still gonna say I think it's at Spain at the start. I think it'll be a bit of a dark horse. I think I'm gonna. Although Spain's defense is shit.
I was born in Switzerland, Bern if you want to know, but grew up in South America and now I live in Germany, but I want to move back to Switzerland after I finished college. Smile.
It's such a big part of BBL's playstyle as well, with how explosive they
are. The Swiss colleges not good enough for you?
Multiple people who are able to actually support him.
Got a Cypher, we're playing Cypher Breach. Fuck me, GG, Fnatic win. You could have at least fucking tried, BBL.
We talked about how Fnatic were going down and there was no trade possible. That needs to change in this map.
Well, a lot of comfort picks.
I don't have the money to pay them. Is it not more expensive to pay a foreign university in Germany? Or do Germany have free university? I don't think they do they?
Twice.
Of course, fucking Switzerland don't.
I'm still not sure what it means, Tom, and I'm not sure I want to.
I would like a full explanation of what that could possibly mean and why Sue's giggling about it.
Yeah, let's have
What's wrong with BBL's comp? There's this agent called Viper
let's take a look at Lotus,
that is incredibly strong.
Of a surprise for the side of Fnatic in terms of what they're up against.
Of course they are free.
Off the back of a loss on their map, close as it may
How the fuck am I meant to know?
I think the momentum's in BBL's favor. I'm excited for what
Does
they can
France
bring out
have free
on
university?
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous because I think they're going into a map you haven't
It's
played
basically
versus
free.
a team who have played it, I think, 8 times since
Even
the
for
last
people
split.
from Switzerland?
It puts a very different game. And the thing is, Fnatic have had losses, but they've always been close and they've always been to, well, Foot or Heretics, which if those are the teams you're losing to, those are completely acceptable losses.
Scotland has free university for Scottish people.
So I think, especially with
and Welsh people, I think it's just non-English people. Scotland has free university for.
A couple of years now.
From
I
the
do
UK.
think that this is going to be a tough one for BBL to break down, and they have to have a clear plan, which it seems like
Which is
they
quite
do.
funny.
Early on, BBL, they've pushed up and taken some rubble control. They've spotted no players there, but Fnatic will be the one signaling where the push is finally coming in. See, trap about to break, and in they go. Smoke for the right side, and pressure will push Elite.
Okay, this is an interesting wall, not one you see every day.
Setup here
But I guess for the kind of plan that you're going for, like, it does make sense.
And playing the retake on C gives Fnatic time to plant that spike, disrupted a little bit. And is there going to be a push in as they attempt to spike plant the next time? Yes, there is, and it's perfect.
Goes for the mound plant, but again, we aren't playing for a mound plant.
Yeah, left him out to dry a little bit.
I mean, we now can
Like
get out and
they
play
didn't
for it if we
expect the
want,
full
but
swing. Durka is completely blinded at the back, and Boaster is trying to block. Everything now cleared out. They know that there's either a wraparound coming, or they're all sat towards the mound, and although the Spurs are doing damage, they haven't got the kill. In fact, all the kills are going back in the other direction. Durka has to fight versus the full force of his opponents, and it isn't going to be happening. Kushner, even on low HP, comes out with 4 kills in the pistol round, and yeah, He's going to go defuse as well. He really is picking up those orbs.
Oh yeah, that he is. 3 away from a showstopper already. Coming
this
into the
new
next
comp from Fnatic is very cool.
Presumably be eco. Not a bad start to the map. Remember,
Elevate, chill. How was your bind comp?
They made a couple mistakes in the first map. Second was a lot cleaner. Even though Fnatic did creep up a little bit and start to make that return to form, it now started off Lotus with a round on the board, presumably a second. This is the face I'm looking forward to seeing. And let's see if Kushner can pick up a few more orbs here and make that third round a big danger for Fnatic.
These are my last bets. I will watch this until 9 PM, then I will watch my Swiss goats destroy the Scottish frauds. Chick-Lee will dominate and we will win 3:0. Easy win plus 32 RR. CUTMRWTMV.
I mean, I'll be ending the stream at the same time, so
I don't think anybody can
we'll be leaving at the same time. After this game, I'll be gone.
I think would be a surprise for anyone.
Amazing as expected. Did it actually go well? I feel like you're lying.
Exploiting the gap that has been left on this side. Elite, he's going to get a couple, but he does go down.
Oh, that could have been risky.
At least I thought so. Hero not able to follow up, but Chronicle at least grabs one. They are making it costly. Now down to a 2v2 and the HP very low. It should be one that BBL can still close out, but there is a clutch opportunity for Boaster. 39 HP, anyway. Paranoia, smoke soon, and a plant. No, not on B. A full rotation around to the A site. It's not an easy decision to make as to where he decides the post plant should be. Perhaps somewhere he can use the Paranoia.
I like this though. He taps it on B. Now they have to check everything just in case he's still here somewhere, and then goes full sprinting. Buys an extra few seconds. He's just trying to play with the emotions of his opponents as he gets close to the smoke. They've heard that door spin, so they're expecting him to be over in that corner somewhere.
This is good.
He's going to reposition all the way to the back of site. I don't think this is a spot you'd clear in a million years. And they're watching, and as he hears the steps, they're wrapping back around. Now he's still low on HP, but he gets that first kill. Reezy gone. Paranoia will be straight onto Brave, but it doesn't quite connect. He's going to be able to close out the round, but for what was that wasn't even a pistol or anything. That was all rifles and SMGs. They lose basically everything.
I started to bring up cost at one point because I didn't think they had a chance at closing this round, but Boaster, what an attempt. The misdirection with the door open, the reposition after, the Paranoia pixels away from connecting. He expected it to be a deeper push, that that player would tap the spike and try to wrap around on him a bit more aggressively. If it goes in the other direction.
Okay, I mean, close for BBL. Will they force back in?
That round is won.
No, they play for a full bonus.
2-0 though for BBL. Look at that follow-up. All of their other bonuses.
Who lost the last round?
Yeah, their bonuses have been clean every single time they've come in with lots of rifles, bulldogs, pistols. Now though, 1 rifle and 4 pistols to back it up. A technical pause called, and a moment for BBL to sit and stew in the round that's about to unfold. But as I've said,
tough. He spilled a fucking drink, I think. Did he? I mean, we're putting it in ears right here. I don't know. What shall we do? Let's play global quick whilst we wait. Iraq. 2420. Let's go Gabon. It's not Gabon, it's probably Asia then. Let's go Bangladesh.
well, I see the red disappear from the stage, and I'll see the barriers disappear from the map as we're about to get off into round number 3, and it's a quick fight that Kushner's going to have in his hands.
You get shot!
Oh, they got super aggro.
It's an FPS game!
Just tuned in. How is the game looking so far?
Wow. Pana. With the 9 months. It's looking decent for BBL now.
Show me that showstopper again. he fully predicted where he was going to go, because he sees him and then hears a blast bang and goes, he's going to go this way, and pinpoint accuracy.
I mean, you do not see this very often.
Just absurd
I don't know if this is just a hard anti-strat.
2 with a ghost. Look at it, he sees him, it's dead on! Dead on! That's disgusting.
Nice. Absolute filth. And I love we give the caveat, oh, they can do it with pistols, but there you go. And that round
You do not see someone TP up this way as an Omen.
Immediately he went. Shrouded stepping
You have to go for kind of a fast
B. Right into B and gone right down. There's aggression on
hit
the other
with an
side,
extra
trying to take Rubble control in the
double A flame.
That ain't working out.
Didn't work at all, did it?
This time. He was good with the ghost. He's even better with this one. Now it's 2 versus 5.
Don't play fast. Like again, their comp is like you've got the comp to play slow.
In the first few
Just
rounds
do your
of
normal
Lotus.
shit, Fnatic.
It's going to be a big challenge for Fnatic.
Do your normal take C, take B shit. Come and re-clear A.
Rest of this series, once BBL
This is why I bought the barrel bundle. Y'all didn't see the vision like me.
Alright.
Okay, Canada man.
Absolutely flawless. That's a nice way to end it. Yeah, this team has always had that element of momentum about them. When they get rolling, they're very, very difficult to stop.
I can just change the stream style on YouTube now. Otherwise, people will look at it a bit confused.
Kushner especially. If you're getting Brave as an addition as well, with some of these like just stylish starts to the round. Yeah, that was 2 kills, by the way.
I'm surprised he even saw them through his teammate.
And this is the thing, I think we might already be getting a
Do you watch European Cup?
out from Fnatic, because just the manner in which
He does.
they're losing these rounds.
He has very much enjoyed the European Cup. In fact, I would say this is like some of the most fun I've ever had watching a tournament, to be honest. I think it's been a great tournament thus far. I just need to... The best game? See, I missed the best game because I was fucking doing plat chat because the Turkey-Georgia game was fucking insane. Why am I a Vikings fan? Pick them at somewhat random. Georgia, USA mentioned. You know, it's a tough one for us English nationals because the Georgian flag is 5 St. George's crosses. But St. George was from Turkey. So, you know, who do you support?
We're going to see these barriers go up yet again for round 5. Fnatic better hope that they've found the solution, because these last few rounds, they've looked dominant for BBL.
Yeah, another purchase for Fnatic though. As we've said before, they seem like a team that always finds value from their pauses. Got to be careful though. Brave, he's trying to TP out of there. He takes a lot of damage. It was a risk taken. Nade out. It's going to do some damage on Pora, but they still don't know about the snake in the grass. The thing is, the cage might even reveal his position. Never mind, because the player goes down, it might actually help out a little bit. Although with smokes going down to delay, I'm sure Fnatic are not going to fall for this trap.
Smoke doesn't have him. He should
We just
reposition
think
now.
back to Bind. Fnatic are not the kind of team that take an opening pick and
Brave
get
took a lot of
tunnel
damage.
vision
This is a little
into
bit
push.
messy
If that
here from
happened
BBL.
No doubt, Elite has a big upper hand with a player still
I mean, we
on
still got the
site
trips on the
distracting.
other side of the map, so we still have like some
Instead,
info here of what's going on.
Fnatic
But this
have
trip
taken
is
it
so
back in the other
deep. Like
direction,
this trip
sending
often
one to
doesn't
work
help you
behind
much.
them,
I don't think.
breaking what would have been a haunt.
The FBX
that
smoke
saw
becoming a bit more
Rubble was
popular
wide
now.
open. Instead, they have to remain
Going
with
back
2
to their
players
old
on
B
C.
split probably.
Gradual shift to A though.
Looking at the map.
BBL having to take a 2-2 setup with Trap still clearing out B. Unfortunately, Fnatic have bypassed it.
Alpha.
That's a big kill though.
Taken down by Elite. A battle I was excited for. And we've seen stuff from both Reezy Aware as well. They've got a couple of low players that they have to be careful of, but right now a lot of the battles are going in their favor. Another for Elite, and he boasts his face there, looks a little confused.
The Fade's gonna come back from heaven to make them think that this guy isn't here. This is goodbye BBL.
Scenario. The cam already going to give one of the positions away. Needing a little bit
And
of
he gets a free kill from it.
That's
just that's just good fucking game knowledge from BBL.
This train of BBL
See, like, this is what I mean, right? Like, there's no fucking way that, like, a middle-of-the-pack EMEA team is doing that kind of shit to Fnatic last year.
First thing,
That's the kind of shit that does not fucking happen. What you just saw right there this is why teams from this year are better than last year. Like, because this Raze knows that he hasn't shown himself. So the Fade going back to Heaven there and throwing just a Fade Horn in Heaven, one, it tells them if anyone is actually pushed up to Heaven. Two, it tells Fnatic that no one else is coming from that side anymore.
No breaks on this train. We come back into the round, there's even going to be an upgrade, a change to BBL's defense.
I mean, it's not a great 5v4 from Fnatic, really. It's something that they've done. How many times have they done this fucking B split? Post-plant, 5v4. How many times have they done this on this map?
He's already been seen, and well, Alpha here is 5 HP. This is why you don't
Alpha already down to 5. Seen the op on C, but now we just got the deep camera here.
The start they were looking for. Brave as well.
Can we
they
clear
have
this
not
out?
really been able to push
are
him
you
back.
chasing this?
And it seems like he's getting bored of just sitting there. Showstopper.
He actually killed him,
It's actually
though.
just a trade.
I mean,
Pora
you
was
take
quick
that.
enough, didn't panic. Manages to keep things.
Okay, if I was BBL now, I'd be thinking that they're not going to go C without Durka and without his ult. They're probably going to come and retake on A.
They know there's no one on A, and I think Chronicle did not expect him to be this far forward, but that's just a mistake you can't make.
4 versus 3, Alpha 5 health. You don't want to see Brave overcommit to this. They don't know how low Alpha is, of course, but even still, with those numbers, advantage to Paranoia didn't hit, but somehow Brave still does.
I think that's worth the risk for both,
7
honestly.
bullets, I think, left in that magazine. Executioner's rotated in to cover the cross, and with the up in hand, there's no stopping it.
Wow.
Only Alpha, 5 health, 30 seconds, and a player holding his walk through a headshot.
Flash from BBL.
Low health didn't even matter. 6-0. Halfway through the first half, and BBL have yet to really stumble, and certainly yet to fall. Oh, last bullet before he was taken out.
I think Fnatic are going to have to really focus on getting rid of Brave early, or at least forcing him back. Like, the amount of control he's able to hold on his own is starting to be a little bit silly. And it's like,
What were the plat chat breads for this match? I believe one person went BBL and everyone went Fnatic. I believe. I think someone did that. I can't quite remember who it was.
Going there again and again. A stun already
Stun just straight into the kill.
Holds them in place for Kushner. He doesn't want to stop. Supportive utility already thrown out by Reezy, and this round already looking rough.
At least it's a lower buy where this happens to Fnatic, losing Chronicle at the
And again, this camera out here, this is the, like, if you're gonna play Cypher on this map, which I think is decent. This is the thing with an agent like Cypher. You did not need to do that, though. You've got the fucking trip here as well. Like, you're fucking chilling. You know, it's just, this camera can be in so many different positions, and just, if they don't properly default C and destroy it, then they're in a lot of trouble. Now, once you do destroy it, though, he just sticks it onto site.
Elite sitting back.
Oh, buddy.
A little bit of damage done. Both are trying to play up close, but no sound. Low HP. Was the fallback. Does it take even more damage? The nade will do that a little bit more. Alpha at least being able to find one keeps this one competitive, and in fact, they might throw in a nightfall of their own, hesitant as to whether to use it. It doesn't matter though, because Alpha's managed to find a couple. Brave though has been unstoppable. They're going to know where he is. Shot not connected.
Oh my God, he won that anyway.
Rumble clutch, and this might be the best performance we've ever seen from this man. He's dominating the server.
Holy.
I expect to come in here talk about new coaching staff, about BBL's identity, but the things they're doing right round to round, but for God's sake, they're just better right now. 7-0. So many of these plays from Brave, from Kushner, have just been pulled out of absolutely nowhere. And even when he's caught by this nightfall, spotted by Durka, and swung to trade by Hero, he lands every shot. The coach is going to have no voice left.
On the other side, they've got no words. They're going to need to find some, because it's the second tactical pause for Fnatic already in this map.
Why did he hesitate ult there? Because that's a new player who's asking whether they should use ult or not at first. I would guess. Tough. Tough for Fnatic. Second time out. 7-0. Oof, and the kills as well. I mean, Not looking great. Brave and Kushner just having life games. We dropped the op. Brave's got full money.
It just looks too easy for Brave.
Leave the dream seer to me.
7-0. And the barriers go up once more for round 8. Wallbang successfully landing. Damage done to Reezy off rip, and some denial of the
that was just an eco.
So far has been
it's the closest that we've seen them get, but it was just an eco.
Been a change. No longer is Brave holding on the A site, where his job has been to have late round impact and hold rubble. On the few occasions they go there instead. Brave is now on the C site. He's been pushed back.
Now they've been playing fairly passive on C, so they're trying to get them with this little C concept, but they don't this time. It's just going to be a full C here, probably with lockdown, I would guess. But you've got raise ult, breach ult to retake as well, so it's like.
Allowing Brave to catch some from the side.
Okay, but you've seen a lot there. You might have even seen all 5 of them there.
The round's already over. That could change
things.
Where's he going? They expect it. They expect it. With how many cheeky plays there've been, they make sure that nobody's going to be playing within that smoke. Fnatic denying the aggression of this side. One
player detained. Oh, is he going to ult from this?
I think catching him will be almost impossible. This rolling thunder, though, could be filthy. He's going to catch them from behind and use the showstopper, but it's killed Reezy. It's 2 kills, but definitely not one that they wanted.
30 seconds left.
He was low.
They haven't planted yet.
Crossfire. Collateral damage in this round. Fnatic have made their way to the C site, but the spike is yet to cross, and now there's 3 players holding. But a man behind enemy lines, perhaps Alfier can have some impact with the surprise element, but no, Durka picks up one.
FNC's early and mid-rounding is terrible. Elmer Puddy took Gen to a 4-5 record last year, then gets main job at the best team in the world in 2023. Wish I could fail upwards so successfully.
Fnatic still to get on the board.
Rough.
The credits aren't looking great. Look at
not even Brazil. Not even Brazil. And again, that one looked like it could have been the round.
Falling into their hand at times. They're having to take themselves out to make it close.
I have to say as well, Pora's utility in this round.
One enemy remaining.
Like the rolling thunder from the back, it forces them back into the showstopper. Sure, it's only 1 kill, but it's more so just how disruptive it is. He then rotates back around and puts an aftershock through the wall.
Forcing both to saving.
They can't push. Durka though finally is going to shut down some of this aggressive push. There's still one man they have to deal with though, and they have finally
win an A fight.
Takes all of that.
This has to be the round.
Brave. This time, fortune didn't favor him.
They've made the right call. They don't know it, but if they commit to A, I think Pora wins this round. I was just waiting for it. Sitting inside tree, that position shouldn't be expected with such aggressive A positions in the early round.
Give up his position here, so this is the round they win.
Spike is planted.
I mean, you might even Viper's Pit this, honestly.
Viper's Pit is a safety. Durka one from Showstopper. This should be it. At long last, Fnatic seem to have gotten around on the board. If Pora wins this one, I might just leave the building.
Kills.
Would be truly ridiculous, and he will be shut down.
Any damage is good.
With a round on the board.
But hey, Fnatic, we're on the board.
Not by Fnatic's metrics. Coming into round 10, let's
rip YouTube video. Oh, 13-0 on Fnatic? That would have been fucking incredible.
Like, I'm loving the way that the utility is being used by BBL just to make these fights so awkward. By having an instant deeper C's, then you have the stun to stop them being able to get out. Durka basically had to style over the top of all of that utility just to find those kills. And it seems like BBL are not going to be shying away from it. The stun still looks like it's being set up with the same utility as before.
Again, it's just going to be a Durka fight.
Durka's going to get past, but he is caught. In fact, it's a different stun a little bit later.
It's certainly
Bro, you have to kill him.
Look at the results. Chronicle pulls it back into a doable position. Durka firing from afar, but Pora's got enough time to dodge the rocket. So
oh my goodness, what the fuck is that?
What a shot from Pora.
Now he has pit.
It's all on Chronicle,
but if you pit, that kind of limits where you can go.
Going for the plant first. Keeping it safe. Oh, and a nice shot
now
to
you
Pora
win
for his third of the round. Viper's Pit.
Now you just made it impossible for your teammate by doing that.
He can just sit staring forward, waiting for a decayed elite to round the corner. The highlight will give him away. He has crossed. He's now on the right. He's closing the distance and almost.
Okay, big win for Chronicle. Must win. And yeah, he probably thinks he's got him with the aftershock, but the plant position is kind of just
to put them onto the board.
Owned him a bit, I guess.
Definitely too close for comfort, especially again, the start to this round, it was dicey. I love the switch up of stun later to go deeper to try and catch the players off guard. It's Chronicle all the way that does the work. Being able to find
he just thinks he's got him with the aftershock. Either misheard where the plant was, or probably maybe even didn't hear where it was. I don't know.
It is just disgusting. Like, this guy is on another level.
So they're trying to heavy fight this A. Fnatic playing fast C. Nice pull.
What a read. Nightfall used. Shrouded step onto C. Lots of information. Players push back. No sound to work with. Paranoia in case they pushed up close. And the plant can be secured. They're waiting for that utility. They've seen it before. They know that's what Fnatic like to do, or what BBL like to do.
Yeah, that's giving them time to get back in.
To execute on the back of it, find a few kills. Poor is stuck in the corner, very low in HP, but his teammates are primed and ready to blitz back in. Fnatic step back. They wait for it with a firing squad.
They needed a flash there for that, I think. He had to flash for them.
Poor is only 26 HP.
Yeah, can you flash this wall? I'm not even sure. From here?
You gotta go for it sometimes.
If you can, that would have been fucking great.
I guess they've rolled it a few times and it's come up sixes, so maybe wanted to try it again, but I think that time maybe
so Fnatic just playing fast.
A little bit more value.
They know that, hey, we've committed to this A fight twice, we've won it twice in a row, you're going to heavy commit.
And a lot of it just seems to be
Fnatic are now probably going to slow it down.
Waiting for whatever disruptive.
And we're back to, like, you know, maybe winnable.
It's going to be there from BBL.
Oh, they're not going to slow it down. They're just going to go. Kushner with a no shields rifle.
Toxins going up.
From 8-0 down, they've done a good job at making this
here they go. They destroy the camera as well.
There's a fair bit more to go.
Did you not pick up auto here? Or did you? You got to get a kill from that. The fact that he's not dead.
See if that can happen.
I thought that they would honestly play passive A here.
Waiting around the smoke.
BBL, but they stuck with their idea.
They get the information that this play is close, but it's only going to be the trade.
Everyone hiding.
The information will tell them where the players are. It's whether they can capitalize on it, and absolutely not. Fnatic instead, Hero giving them a further advantage. Boaster with another Fnatic looking like a different beast.
Again, if we're going for this plan, if this is our plan,
well, he's got to go for
this is a tough plan to go for, though. Really, I don't really love this. I think you have to fight with your team. The timing is kind of gone for this.
Not ones you could see coming.
Okay, so 8-4 from 8-0. We've got a game.
Late round aggression needs to be 1 versus 4. If there's any man to do it, it is this one. But look at Fnatic. They are, well, not offering individual fights. They're all grouped up. Showstopper's good. Boaster's down. I'm starting to get worried. He's only 43 HP. Nade close is very good. It's going to force them back. Give a 1v1. But this one, he doesn't win. Hero finally puts an end to a stressful close of the half. 8-4.
Okay, 8-4.
It is doable.
Yeah, a little surprised BBL stuck with the same plan there of fighting A again.
Crowd definitely still believing that there's opportunities here for Fnatic, especially with a pistol win. We've seen them flip the script many times before, and with BBL, it seemed like they had them dead to rights, but a 4-round streak to end the half gives them that.
Okay, 8-4.
A little bit of hope.
Fucking love the no pause. It's so good, isn't it?
This pistol's going to carry a lot of weight, Tom, and BBL have been pretty good at them so far. Those early injections of rounds, making lost maps close, making one maps doable.
Fuck, I needed to make food at some point.
Pressure will come towards A.
No charges.
That's not very
They've been
good.
fantastic at controlling Rubble on their defense. It makes sense they want to scrap for it. Right off rip on the attack. But Fnatic certainly don't. A much more passive.
They never had a halftime pause here in the EMEA.
It's those early stuns from Pora that were making it so difficult to take that control, along with the C's. Fnatic don't seem as willing to commit that much utility. And vicious spam, but it does actually seem to have deterred Pora from taking. Just Chronicle's got to be careful he doesn't run out of bullets.
Prowler through to B. Turret still waiting.
Might be a problem though.
Boaster's rotated in up top, but it's the push out of Durka that might not be expected. This box has to be cleared. They've spammed it a few times. They're suspicious, but not suspicious enough.
Okay.
Durka nade online, and it's found its way right onto the side, pushing
They're a
them
bit
back.
obvious with what they were doing. This is not really the B split you want.
And Chronicle strikes on the back of it. Strikes out for the second kill.
You want a B split to be like your threatening A, and then you come for it as like a second option. I don't think like there it just there was no threat A. You have to tap the door at least. You know, you have to make this guy think that you're actually coming A, so that this guy might rotate across, and then you go B. Whereas they never even really threatened A there. They just went straight to a B split. It's not really ever what you want to do.
Standing in for now, I think Durka definitely needs to pick up that mantle a little bit more. For now, though.
Okay, 8-5, winnable. Certainly winnable now. And you would suspect that this is going to be a comp that, like, they have to win the A fight at the start. If they don't, they're just kind of fucked.
Quite a lot of rounds.
Basically.
This round,
you know, with the breach, you have to be able to just go much faster.
Maybe they could invest a little bit more, but that timer has frozen.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna fucking, whilst this tech pause is on, I'm gonna
have to wait a little bit longer.
Give me at least some time to eat.
Yeah, small tech pause.
That's a worrying amount of players without headphones on. I bet it was 3, now it's down to 2. So I'm guessing it's something to do with sound.
Well, that's good progress. Seems refitting those in-ears, taking a moment to readjust. And look, for BBL, 8 rounds in a row, you lose 5. Many teams have seen this up against Fnatic. The momentum starts to switch. The pistol goes their way. They'll find the second, most likely. Although BBL fought back before. So did Fnatic on this map. But for this squad, I don't feel like it's time to worry just yet. It's the first bye round. Round 15. That's where we're going to get a real litmus test of how the second half is going to go. And again, a lot of that early success from BBL, aside from the rounds where Brave just decimated them, it was an issue of Fnatic not being able to control Rubble. Even in the rounds that they didn't go to Rubble, one player pushes up, Brave, it was always him, holding that information, and they would be ready to stack up and quickly rotate as soon as sound and presence was spotted on the other side of the map. Here on their attack, they'll have to rely on something else to be their success, and Fnatic no longer have to run headfirst into a meat grinder. It is definitely where the shoe could swap to the other foot. But I do think that even if Fnatic win every round from this point forward, they will struggle to have the same form of showmanship as BBL did in those first 8 rounds. They were truly ridiculous.
I don't know, you say that. Do you remember what happened in the last map? 2 aces?
Always
2 aces and a half?
Was it back-to-back or was it a round separated?
No, I think there was 1 or 2 rounds separating.
Yeah.
So
would have been unbelievable.
Fnatic wins this. Trust the streamer. I said BBL would.
It wasn't
good enough.
2 aces, if they're not back-to-back, what's even the point?
Didn't even win the map. Who cares?
You want some entertainment? Oh, but the tech pause song better not be fucking copyright. That would be a fucking tough way to go out, wouldn't it? Bro, how many times have you done this? Right, let's Rango costume. Right, okay, here's a little thing for you all as well. I just want you all to know, I typed in Rango costume, and it's all children. So for those of you who said this wasn't a children's film, why are all the fucking costumes for children? Match started, it hasn't. I'm looking at it right now. Unless it did. No, it didn't. Look at you fucking liars. It's a funny film, TMV. Ban? You can do the same for Chucky, bro. Let's see what... Okay, I will grant you that the top one is a child, but then the next 2 are adults. Whereas Rango was all children. Okay, now it's time.
Oh, I see. Okay, moving swiftly on. It must be. Well, for BBL, like we said, they lose out the previous. This isn't where we expect to see them go blow for blow. Instead, they have pistols. We look for damage. Making a costly reinvestment, but it's tough.
FNC don't make it to champs. What changes are we seeing? I mean, there'll be changes for sure. I don't know what changes will be.
They'll be in pretty good fighting form for the next.
Last time I looked, it was 4-0 to Fnatic. What happened? You were gravely mistaken because it was 8-0 to BBL. So I would get your eyes checked.
I think they have a good idea of where he is. Still almost manages to take down Durka, but it won't be the case. Durka climbing up that board and also earning up those ult orbs as well.
The Lion Kings is a kids movie, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I haven't seen it. That's what the 1,000 subs is for. You know, that's what the 1,000 subs is for. It's to see Rango.
Second round or third round buy even for the side of Fnatic.
And I'll be giving my commentary on that film. I will be we're gonna fully dive deep into the Rango lore.
The eye definitely drawn to BBL. 6 in a row now.
What animated movie have you seen that you think is not a kids movie?
On a map where comfort levels are unknown. Good nade. Brave is in a little bit of trouble. He's stuck up close, but the nade was a little bit too deep. So he survives.
I don't know. They mostly are. I'm sure there are ones that aren't.
Bubble control does fall into BBL's hand.
This is already what was initially 4 players rotating from Fnatic off that initial control, wanting to try and
Sausage
fight it back,
Party.
and they're still gonna encroach
Of course,
back on
Mike,
that position.
the
We see
German,
one
would
towards
bring
the
up Sausage
broken
Party.
door as well.
The reclear aggro on A.
Executioners actually used their
Behind the Viper wall.
Viper screen against
Oh,
them.
this
He
is
played aggressively. The paranoia just
timing
a
of that
split
paranoia,
second
though, is good.
too late. Unfortunate
Still.
timing of that. And Brave has reacted well.
I mean, they know he's in here, don't they?
And it's just not pretty.
I mean, they
Breezy
should
is
have.
too
He
easy for
flashed
him
from
to
there.
win that fight in the end. And Alpha Chronicle and Alpha, it needs to be another hero play.
Almost caught Brave. A snake bite, an ambitious play. I might even have caught him. He's taken a moment to peek. Waiting for the vulnerability to fade away. He's been spotted on the cross back, but nothing you can do about that now. And without the pick, is it even worth going for? Alpha Year's on the site of B, walking around, clearing out heaven.
His timing might be really good on Pora here, to be honest.
Was hot on his heels the whole time.
They're just gonna say.
Not
Chris Rod. Thanks for the sub.
Carry these weapons forward.
Another new prime. A lot of new primers today.
Looking for where they're gonna be going.
Amazon had some big drive to get people on
You
it.
don't get to jump back off again.
Opinion on Wally? Goated.
Bit of an obscure
You know what? I actually thought Wally was good, but I like people love Wally. You know, some people think that Wally is like Shrek 2. And I just think it's good. You know, 6G1 with another prime and Fat Cheetos. That's a good name.
So he could have just TP'd back across safely.
With also 2 new primes.
After he wasn't vulnerable anymore.
I didn't even realize he still had it online. It's a little bit ludicrous. I like Durka's lineup. It's looking good. It's looking very good. Damage off.
And Fjord Muffins as well. A lot of new primes. I'm gonna guess it's a new prime. It is.
Brave around the side. They don't expect
Oh, buddy.
That's a huge oversight. In
Oh,
this
buddy.
round of all. For Brave to get that opportunity.
Any fucking swingers? Any doers? Any movers? Any fucking helpers?
Him down with 30 HP. He ain't getting out of there. 2 versus 4. Wild spams for Chronicle, one of the best chances.
Thank you all for the new primes.
And none of them connect. Now the A site will be taken. A seize nade back, or a haunt nade, excuse me, backside. And a plant to come through.
He must have TP'd, right? So I'm guessing they just didn't see anyone at the start. I'm guessing because they just didn't like fully fight it at the start. They thought that no one was fucking there.
In the next round as well, so it's definitely worthwhile.
Might be yapping, but Rango really is good, especially because of how it differs from traditional anthropomorphic animal films. It's funny, it's epic, it's a 10.
It's a 10! It's not a fucking 10. I would have fucking heard about it if it was a 10. I never even fucking heard of the thing.
And it's just like, because they didn't see it, I don't know, because they had the pre-fire.
You get shot!
I mean, it's going to be a rough buy for Fnatic. Private Baby Rex, thanks for the 5 months.
Do you think a good animated movie needs a message like The Lion King, accepting death, or Zootopia, racism, or can it just be silly fun?
I'm gonna be real with you. The Lion King might be based on a little play written by someone that you might have heard the name of before. It's just maybe. It might not be an original idea.
If you would like more pauses, please subscribe. No,
You get shot. You lose the round.
MDK4, thanks for the 2 months.
I think it needs to be a bit more expensive.
Valorant movie when?
$6.99. You can have one extra. Well, 10-6, 4-round gap. Fnatic saved the weapons. It was the right call.
Valorant movie when? Well, apparently there is some Valorant media coming out, isn't there? Yeah, so what we got? We got a judge, 2 rifles, 2 sheriffs. It does have all.
Up close on B. Nasty carry on.
Again, for me, Fnatic, they need to commit to winning this A fight. Against the Breach comps, I think you have to heavy commit to winning the A fight, because then whenever they try and re-clear A, they will make it very obvious, right? There is no like, oh, the Viper wall's going up, maybe they're sneaking out, I don't know. It's like, no, they're fucking Breach stunning this. Like, it's obvious when they're gonna try it. You know, there's gonna be a Fade Horn and a Breach stun, and you're gonna know. So I think you gotta take A early, and then just like have someone like chill here or chill here, because they'll hear the fucking. You'll know that that's what they're doing.
Desperation when things start to go awry, and then what are you left with to make that huge comeback? They're always a team that play the long game. The gap for them to get back in is closing.
This is Valorant.
Joseman Jr., thanks for the 22 months.
If Riot asked you to cameo in a Valorant show, would you?
Of course. Oh my goodness, what are we doing?
The shots land for a kill.
Oh, well, no, you're so...
It's so well placed. If he doesn't connect the shots, it doesn't matter.
Well, this is a mess. These B splits have been very bad for BBL.
He could have got 3 ends
And Frog Slipper. He's been robbed. Oh, it's Frog Slippers again.
Because they did it with the
Weren't you Frog Slipper?
An impressive round.
Listen, okay, I know it's Shakespeare's Hamlet with animals, but a lot of people have a negative opinion of newer kids' movies that don't have such a clear moral lesson.
I mean, I can't say I've seen a lot of newer kid movies. I thought the only kid movies that people watch nowadays were superhero films. Which again, do superhero films really have a message in them? I guess some might, but it feels like a lot of them probably are just superhero killed someone. Superhero wins.
Spams will be there, but this time BBL are not looking for rubble control. A change in their pace as the C site is their new target. Well, at least the C orb. We'll see if they shift back.
They've definitely.
What's my favorite musical?
Shown a presence towards that A side of the map.
Good question.
You can see that Fnatic are being a lot more careful. Here goes the showstopper. It's gonna be a quick retreat, but is it quick enough? Just
no.
What?
But Brave died to the nanos.
Does that box not exist?
Wait, what?
I did not think that was gonna land.
Look where his X
Me
is.
neither. I think I'm definitely gonna need to watch that one back. But now Fnatic have got to play from an even footing. That definitely looked peculiar. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Good stun.
Back in they go. Durka is gonna rectify things for a second, but Kushner already dropping another. It's starting to fall apart, but even still they've kept it even. The spam's out. Now it's left all onto one. Chronicle in the clutch. Facing off against a lead attack from Elite is Sublime.
Massive win for BBL. Massive win.
To the board for BBL. As they break back versus Fnatic.
My favorite musical. I like Hairspray.
2 more rounds.
I mean, I like fucking.
Every little mistake, every little victory.
What's the Green Day one called? Is it American Idiot?
So much more. That's got to be frustrating. That's got to be so frustrating for Alpha. I don't think I've seen a showstopper land there before, I guess. At least not with players close. But now I have. Lesson learned.
Yeah. I don't know what lesson it is.
Stay away
Battle
from
of
the
Hell.
Don't go the other direction.
It's obviously good. The Rocky Horror Show, obviously good.
Sure, it'll feel a little bit
again, like losing this fight on A against this comp is just tough.
This is Valorant.
Meals on Wheels, thanks for 13 months.
Wasn't expecting Barrel to be so good. I was told to expect a P-Aura performance.
Rifles on the majority. So they boaster a little bit lower. And Alpha now looking
Barrel is BBL. I don't know why it reads BBL as Barrel, but it does.
One weakness on Boaster, another on Durka. they still spur forward.
What?
Oh my goodness, the utility's what gets it done. Brave again finds himself down low, but he has crossed, and they have absolutely no idea that he could be here by the looks of things. Alpha's position up top, back turned. It's going to be free. At least one. Brave now got two up on offer. This could be easy. Oh, he's whiffed it on the first. Alpha turned and spotted him, but still able to recover. A player wrapping, though. It's Hero. To stop this.
Let's go. It's another fucking 19 rupees. This is a fucking
Fnatic
shit
not
emoji.
letting BBL run away with it just
I'm not even going to say, if you
And that
give
round
19
win for
rupees, I'm
Fnatic.
not even going to acknowledge it.
BBL down to a low buy.
But you're just doing it
Credits out of the game.
to annoy everyone.
Oh, there's a couple of things in this round that look really rough. He jumps up and then walks back. Oh, that's,
Put a minimum
that's
donation
unfortunate.
then? I don't think you can on Super Chats, can you?
A couple of blips, and actually BBL going to take a pause of their own. We saw things slip.
When thinking's man's Valo playlist drops / music review.
Oh, I just listened to all the same songs I did when I was 12. Don't know wall. They didn't even fucking say anything to Restix. You can shut it the fuck up. So Mozart, good one, Mike. That actually was quite good. 19 rupees could buy me beans in Africa. Could it? And now Ronan just gave 100 bits. Thank you. Do I have more fun watching a really good football game or Valorant game? Probably close.
Of course the Brit hates the Indian currency SMH my head.
When did I say I fucking hate the fucking Indian currency? It's the giving of exactly 19 rupees that's the problem. What the fuck did I just do? I just muted it. How the fuck did I do that? I didn't click M.
Feel just that little bit safer.
Okay, on an eco for BBL.
Well, seems Fnatic are quite aware somebody could be rubbled this time. Sees nade fired out, Haunt as well, just to be sure. You see Kushner up close. If they expect this, I will be perplexed and impressed. Dirk has got one with a boom bot. Kushner, low HP, gets the nade out, but before it even emerges from the smoke, the shot's fired back.
Hello, I like
a very good round for the side of Fnatic, shutting this down before the
Here we go again with the 19 rupees. This time just to send a money emoji.
In the way of success. 19 HP Pora. This is not even going to catch them by surprise. They're watching this exact angle, waiting for him, and now finding him.
Last second, the bait and switch. Yeah, any damage they can do here would be nice.
Last player standing.
But it's not going to be from Brave. And as said, they knew exactly where Pora was coming from.
Feels bad for the rupee donating to a conqueror. I didn't fucking do anything.
Still continuing that road back.
Keep me out of it.
Always down, never out. Ult's in a great spot, although some building up and online for the other side as well. The question is, do
Teja
BBL
with
have the stones
70.
to do
See,
this
now
twice?
we're
As I said,
talking.
last
Now we're
one similar.
talking fucking big bucks here.
Fnatic started to
70
come back, they closed it
rupees.
right at the last second.
Thank you
This
so
time,
much,
well, they're not
Teja.
even at
I
12
really
yet.
appreciate it. I fucking... You've made my day.
4 ults up against 3, but BBL's only really the Rolling Thunder that will change the course.
No, not
of a
7,
round.
70.
Most
Not
of it
17, 7, 7, 0.
Sees nade again, Brave in trouble, and he's caught trying to retreat. The nade would have gotten him either way. Good punish by Fnatic.
Panicking a bit here, BBL. My pick'em.
Because no one was there. This time BBL got
Greedy
walking
man's
straight
Valorant.
into it.
Shut the
And now they
fuck
move
up.
back to the C site, where previously they lost half their team to utility on the way through.
Yeah, this 1-2 punch of a Killjoy alongside a Viper, it makes it very difficult. You take so much on the way in, although there hasn't really been any point of contact. He's seen the barrel though. That gives Chronicle a freebie. There needs to be some support utility. He's actually survived on the edge. The
Okay,
util not working out.
we are struggling.
And what
I mean, it doesn't
Alpha-
help when this guy's
It
just swinging
seems
out on
like
his
that
own. But
showstopper kill has almost angered him a little bit ever since he's been unstoppable. Elite.
why so angry? Because my
1v5.
pick'em's gonna be wrong.
Camera taken out.
You'd need an ISO shield to get through this one.
Then I might believe, actually, yeah. I would, oh my God, can you imagine BBL with that ISO? There's so many teams I'm terrified of, but Heretics has to be number one. Mini Boo,
Yeah.
Woot,
Oh, it is.
ISO Neon, it's over,
30 seconds
just
left.
surrender. If I was on the other side, I would. This match is far from over though. 11-10, a few rounds left to play for in regulation. I feel an overtime brewing.
I can give you one a little bit more terrifying.
What's that?
Angel.
Oh, the return. The return of Angel.
We thought the clone was going to be scary,
Just be grateful I'm not donating Zimbabwean dollars right now.
Zimbabwean.
You're done for.
That's a unique spelling.
There'll be that vitality.
Okay, we're back on an eco as well. They've got all 5 ults. Holy fuck, we're cooked.
It was looking good previously, but now they've added a showstopper to their arsenal.
Shut up, white man.
Everything to work with, and not much that they're up against.
God, imagine if I wasn't white. You wouldn't fucking dare say that.
It looks like they'll be pushing through.
I mean, it'd be weird if you said "shut up, white man" and I wasn't white. That would be just weird anyway. But
Caught by Alpha here, and the rest of the squad just doesn't have what it takes to get through that Viper's pit. They change direction, but it's Durka that's waiting for them on the other side. That showstopper's still there, and it's unlikely to be used in this round. Already the advantages are accruing, and they've already burned.
Oh no, BBL. My pig! My pig!
Quick punish.
It's funny because 1 bit is about the equivalent of about 2 Canadian cents.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't even see all of it. Like 40% goes to Twitch, I think. Is that how it works? I don't even know. I mean, they still got all these ults. It's fucking cooked.
Feels 10 times worse, 100 times worse, the closer that scoreline gets. And now, BBL have been equalized on. They've got a buy round coming up, Tom. All credits invested.
Is bits 100%? Oh. Let's fucking go. Give me that fucking $1 Canadian. Here we go. Big fight. And again, we've got one guy fucking in here. How the fuck have we not learned? Either he's throwing, or the rest of them are also throwing.
Already gone. Smokes removed as well. It's not the case where they have that Viper for backup.
Hello, I like money.
Here we go, 20 rupees. I said I wouldn't, I'd ignore the... And straight away it's just getting 13 thumbs up, of course, for fucking solo swinging. Holy fucking cook. What a fucking throw.
It's still Elite and Kushner X. Might be up against a full squad of Fnatic, but they can get it done. They've proven that to us already.
The throwback.
That's 2 quick kills
Cypher body for him.
A showstopper used to buy them some time. A plan to come in, and neural theft activated for the information. Even the attempted flank by Chronicle will get them nothing. He wraps back around to his teammates, but look at Kushner. He's gone walkabouts. This was a problem for Fnatic. When it came to bind, they were wrapped on again and again. This time they're ready, but Boaster gets dropped. The kill goes on Alpha here, and Chronicle has to do it all. This was looking like 12-11, and it will be one way or another, and it might just be for BBL. Kushner X, the nade, leaves Chronicle on 39. And even as he moves to the spike to tap it, Kushner is close by. It'll be halved at least. Chronicle maybe...
Oh!
They came close, and what a try by BBL. But the Red Bull clutch puts Fnatic at 12-11 at map and series point.
My pick'em!
It's another Red Bull clutch.
Yeah, just one guy in, no one else in. Fucking shit.
Bits are 100%, that's why I mostly do them. Twitch only makes money on bits when the bits are purchased, like 49 cents on top.
Mr. Intrusionist, thank you Canada man for that information. And Mr. Intrusionist with $2 Canadian?
Multiple times this
God,
series
we're sleeping, we're eating tonight.
But as always,
we're just gonna go B with a breach ult. Oh no, it's a horrible call.
You need to double
thankfully
tap.
they're smoked out.
You need to finish them off. You need to make sure they're not gonna come back to life. Durka already roaming with that operator.
Oh, they went for
But there is
jumpy.
still a buy here for BBL. They've still got a chance to take this to OT.
They do, and they've got the Rolling Thunder backing it up. It hasn't been used in a number of rounds, and this time it has to be, surely, before they even enter that site. You can see how quickly these players are able to fall back, though. Durka creating a little bit more space. He's up top on site, but still with 2 blast packs. In fact, moving around now, he's in a bit more of a vulnerable position if they do deploy.
I mean, they're gonna breach ult him, surely.
He wants the kill. Wants to blast pack out, I presume, pick up the rifle that he's positioned for himself. There's the shot! It's Pora!
Are you doing?
With the breach! Who's the first man into the angle? A big
mistake for BBL. Although they might get back into it, the paranoia's even caught Alpha here, and Kushner's able to kill him. The nade
If I knew that earlier, I would have donated bits more often.
And they still might win it.
Standing. He's coming in for a flank. It's definitely being watched.
God, if I was a coach, my coach cam would have been fucking crazy right there. God, if I actually was like a coach with this and then we're still gonna win. We know where they both are. Kushner's in a good spot. Oh, you haven't taken a 1v1 there. Oh no.
It's left to the 1v1. The new man on the block will be the hero for Fnatic.
What a throw. Holy throw.
Hey, hero. Welcome to Fnatic, buddy.
Holy throw. My pick'em.
E.
Okay, I have to go. I have to go. Holy fuck.
My fucking points, what the fuck are you doing, BBL fuck?
Sorry, Alpha.
Bigger throw than Throw City, holy moly. Speaking of which, join the Discord to play Throw City today. Oh, FNC.
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Okay, I'll send you to Sliggy. He'll watch. He's watching the game still, surely.
Reform Mans Valo.
Thank you for all the bits. Holy shit. What a mess. Heretics versus Navi next. Goodbye.